Hello everyone, we are playing Blood on the Clocktower featuring our favorite guest star, Apollo_Nick. Wow! Hi Apollo, how are you?
I'm so ready to murder my neighbors and accuse them of being liars. Glad to be here. Thank you so much, John.
You have neighbors? Wow!
Yeah. You in Blood on the Clocktower. You live in Ravenswood
I
Bluff.
thought you lived in like a tenement camp outside in like the New Mexico desert.
If that's the script
Hey,
you're
Eric,
running,
how
John.
are you?
Thanks, John. Next question.
All right, Andy, how you doing?
Good, I'm definitely not trying to hammer my dinner right now.
Why would you hammer your dinner? It goes in your mouth. Hey, Brian, how are you?
John, I'm great. Been a great week. Got a new world record last Saturday. Kind of proud.
Whoa! How much money did you get from it?
Not a goddamn cent.
Settle
I don't
down.
care.
His mom and dad are so
Unfortunately,
proud.
John's in an aggro mood today because of
sounds
his
like it.
internet going
I'll
out
say.
5 minutes before he wanted to start. Ah! I'm excited. Are you excited, guys? We're playing
Yes.
Mists of Rule today.
Are we?
I don't know.
Half our party's like fucking dead.
Brian and I will be.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
You know, you
Yeah,
have
Brian
like,
and I will be.
what, 6 long rests left before you die of starvation?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we can get food.
Andy and
figure
I
it
are the Blues Brothers on a mission from
Oh.
God.
The Blues Brothers from a mission?
We're on a mission from
You're,
God.
you're not on
We're-
a mission from God.
This isn't
Sure.
Dogma.
This isn't Dragon's Dogma.
No, I'm referring to Blues Brothers. You idiots.
You're not Jim
I get
or
your
John
reference.
Belushi. What are you talking
All right.
about?
Blues Brothers walked so Dogma could run.
That is true.
What's funny is
Guys.
that quote was neither Belushi but Dan Aykroyd.
Quickly, I need a recap. What happened? In as quick as you can.
The seasons were changing so much as we island hopped, and then
Next
we
person. Nope, next person. That's all you get. Brian, next line.
We talked to some trees. One of them was, said nothing. The other one was crazy. The other one missed everybody else. We
All
got
right,
some
Andy.
treasure, and then
And then Andy.
And then Arturio decided to see what it was like to be hurled by a tree. And the results were very predictable. And he and I are both dead, I think, right now. Or I'm very
Nice.
close to
Unconscious.
unconscious.
That doesn't
I am
sound
doing
good.
dwarven medicine on my good friend, well, my good acquaintance, Mr. Drippy Pants. And it's dwarven medicine where I just hold down his forehead with my finger until he wakes up. And if he wakes up, he wakes up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's fine.
Yes,
There you are.
acupressure is known among dwarven clans. As
We have no
medicine.
bedside manner, okay? Like, bedside manners for the week.
Well, as a little reminder to the people at home, you guys are currently in a dungeon. Dungeons usually go down, but you look up at the sky. You look out, further out from these islands towards the mist. 2 of you are unconscious. The party's separated. And I have to ask, who wants to go first? As we are kind of separated here by these teleportation towers.
Yeah, I will go, and I would like to pick up my boy here
Yeah.
and try to jump back to, we need measuring tools here. Where's my measuring tool? Try to jump back. Oh, yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah,
Oh my
there's
God.
plenty of room.
Please don't kill me.
Blueberry, I'm incoming.
Okay. Together,
And arriving.
you and Arturio, I will move you both.
Artie, as he likes to go by.
Whose yellow arrow is this? Do any of you see this?
No, I don't see an arrow.
That's
that's on your layer, John.
That's on my layer? Okay.
I'm sorry I don't have a donation of nutrients here. My friend has fallen asleep. But, yeah.
You say this to Blueberry, who seems ambivalent. He doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay. And then
You guys can
Taking
stay as
the-
long as you want.
thank you. It's about this long where I have my buddy in hand and I take the dodge action and jump over to the teleporter.
Yeah. You hurl Arturio's unconscious body head over ass all the way into the teleporter. He gets swoopty-whooptied all the way to where your boy is. Your
We
real
zoop
boy,
on over.
I mean.
The gang is back together.
I say,
party
is
God damn
collected.
it, not again. And I use
That's
one
right.
point of lay on hands to bring Arturio back up from unconsciousness.
Is
Zoop.
Andy also at one of however many?
He should be at 1. I used a point of lay on hands on him at the very end of our last episode. We should all be standing at this point.
Okay. What the fuck? Microsoft.
It's my fault, John. I'm sorry.
We've installed your extension on...
You're welcome.
First of all, I didn't ask. Second of all, I don't care. Leave me alone.
Who
Are you talking to Eric or Microsoft?
Microsoft.
Both.
I guess I'm getting a second browser now. All right. Thanks, Edge. Party, you have regathered. The trees...
Did I make it? Oh,
No.
oh,
Did I make it?
this doesn't look like the tree I was thrown at.
Yeah, it's not.
It's over there somewhere.
So we're currently in fall. So we need to go to winter.
It's true.
Hmm.
Or we need to jump off. Which is Mia. Oh
So
no,
that
don't
makes
snap
we can
this
make
on
the-
it.
we can make this the jump to winter right here.
I think that's the best plan.
What about
Ugh.
this like 13 and a half?
Oh yeah, I guess can be
I
done.
was gonna
too.
take this 13 and a half and then land over there with my boy.
Is Nick
Already.
able to make that jump?
No, I'm dragging him along still.
Not 13 and a half, no.
Bunk, you're being dragged with me. I still have not let go of you.
I
can make
you
this.
lose half your movement whenever you jump while carrying a person.
I can make
taking
this one.
Taking the dash action with
Can
an Artie.
you
I back
double
up.
jump midair? No.
Wahoo! Wahoo!
We haven't unlocked that particular thing yet, John, but we're working on it. I will
It's
make my jump to
okay.
winter, which is safer for
Currently-
me, and then jump to here.
You guys would have had a casual, I believe, 4 turns? Yeah, 4 turns for this thing to get to you. So as long as you jumped within those 4 turns, I'm just gonna roll a d20 real
This
quick to see.
thing?
This
Oh,
thing,
God.
huh?
Alright,
You
you
know,
guys are
the
fine.
yoke.
You know, muscle
The
shark.
Talking about
Orca?
the yoked orca.
Yeah, do you not remember Vyokta? Here, why don't I...
Yeah.
I was gonna call it the broca.
The Yokta
because,
from
like a bro.
rule with an E, whereas the rest of us are from rule without an E.
You guys jump into the water. One of you crashes into it. You see the orca coming. You quickly hurl Arturio onto the stone tile and clamber
That's
out.
right.
Together, you are all safe on land for the moment. What do we do? Is it time to long rest?
It might be.
Might be time to long rest.
Okay,
Take a
let's
long
long
rest.
rest. I do.
John, I want nothing more than to rest for a long period of time.
Then you all may begin starting on a long rest. You all have bedrolls, right?
Minus
Sure
1
do.
ration.
You guys all.
Oh
the
no, I have a
same
scholar's
s-
pack.
Andy,
I
why-
have a
have-
bedroll.
Andy, why are you the size of a child? What is going on? There we go.
You made him that way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You
I
did.
am-
You said he looked
I-
better
I-
small.
I am as the GM made me. Praise
True.
be.
Very true.
I don't think
Is it-
I don't think I have a bedroll.
All right, who wants to sleep with Andy's character?
It should be Nick. That way they can be both wet.
Well, wait, I have a Dungeoneer's pack, which apparently doesn't have a bedroll.
Well, it's
Oh yeah. How do I know
I
if
have
a
a har-
burglar's pack is a bedroll?
It does not.
Okay.
I guess we need an explorer's pack.
Alright, who wants a bedroll? You guys want to have come here without proper camping equipment.
This is
Oh, you know what? I don't need a bedroll because I'm currently carrying all 3 of the mystical pieces of fabric that we got from the chests in here. And they're just chilling. So I'll sleep on those.
Alright, you wrap yourself in 3 separate magical cloaks and are like, I don't want a bedroll. These are fine.
Yeah.
You continuously like play with the hood of the manta ray, pulling it up and down, giving you just fresh, breathable air no matter where you are.
Incredible.
It's great. Ramul, you can sleep, right?
I have a
I
solution.
love sleeping, John.
I'm going to drink my elixir, my experimental elixir, which
Fine.
is Yeah. This is a transformation potion. The drinker's body is transformed. Oh, this only lasts 10 minutes. Never mind.
They all suck.
You still drink it. You said you drink
I
it.
still drink it.
What's it
I-
do?
So it allows me to basically use the alter self spell for 10 minutes rather than the full hour.
What do you
so
alter
I guess
yourself to?
I wanted to make myself, I know that it isn't exactly, it doesn't neatly fit into this, but I wanted to turn myself into like some sort of like gel or creature that can sleep like standing up, like a spider. I wanted to grow like extra legs or something so I can just stand up and sleep.
Just support yourself upright.
Yeah.
Instead of becoming a horrifying Cronenberg monster, you instead grow much more softer and patchier fur like a big old grizzly bear or panda bear or, in some cases, a giant spider. Disgusting. Spiders
Absolutely.
have hair.
They do. Fibrous hair. I was gonna just go sleep in the water, but something tells me that wouldn't be a good idea.
Probably not.
Probably.
Hey, friends. When we go to long rest, you want to pass around some of these items? We do have 2 cloaks. One of elven kind, one of the manta ray. We've got a mariner's scale mail if anybody thinks they can use it.
Anyone?
And then the rest are already being used by us, I think.
These
right?
were kind of like not very helpful in
In here?
most
Scale
contexts,
mail.
right?
I can wear scale mail.
Well, the scale mail is good. The manta ray cloak is like explicitly for swimming, I think.
Yep.
It
I
could
would take
work
that,
if you're in
except
a
I
room
sink
filled
like a
with
stone.
poison gas.
Well, doesn't it let you breathe underwater? So that actually might be good for you.
Like, you want me to take it?
Sure, why not? What was the third one?
We should have a mariner's scale mail, a cloak of the manta ray, and a cloak of elven kind, which I think Andy should take. It helps you hide.
Oh, down for that.
Oh yeah.
The camouflage.
It's true. Camouflage, as they call it.
Camouflage.
We love
Oh.
not being seen.
Alright, during the long rest, I will then attune to the cloak of the manta ray. You can
Okay.
tell me if there's any cursed properties with it.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll attune to the elven cloak.
How many attunement
Mariner's
slots do you
scale
have?
mail.
This is now my 3rd one.
Yep,
So,
I'm using all 3 of mine as well.
fully tuned up.
Okay. We're tuned.
And
How is Ramul looking like, Eric?
If I have to attune to the Mariner scale mail, then yeah, we're like tuned up.
Check.
So I got the gemmed gauntlets, and I got the +1 battle axe, which I
Mhm.
don't know if it's attunement or not. You said it was last time.
It has a special bless effect that you can cast on
That's right.
yourself.
That's right.
Mariner
And
scale
then
mail is not attunement.
Oh, well there you go.
Unless I'm looking at the wrong version, which could be the case.
Click Mariner Scale Mail Dungeon Master's Guide. Click. We'll figure it out.
It is not a tuner, yeah.
Hey, neither is the Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Base.
At least by the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I was looking
Incredible.
at the wrong
I also get to
edition.
go up in armor class, which is nice. It'll be good.
Yeah. What was your armor before? Like leather armor?
Leather. Where is it? Yeah, it's leather
What's
armor
up,
here.
Arturio?
I would probably help identify some of these things, as well as brew a new experimental elixir.
Yeah. Which, you get a choice of what it does, right?
No, I don't. I have to roll.
Then let's
Get
see it.
to.
Here it is. I get a swiftness potion. Increases walking speed by 10 feet for 1 hour.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, I should have done this in the labyrinth, or I wouldn't have fallen behind.
It's true. Very cool. Party, go ahead and reset all of your hit points. Gain half your hit dice back. And then up all of your spell slots and class features, if you have any.
Oh, we just get to heal to full for free?
That's how long rest works, yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to roll
Welcome
your
to
hit
Long
die.
Rest.
That's for short rest.
Oh.
You get half your short rest hit dice back.
Mm.
Otherwise, we'd be here forever.
Okay.
And that's not this kind of campaign. Apollo, I know you want to be in a true John Dungeon Master campaign with gritty realism, the best variant rule in D&D ever.
It is.
Thank you, Eric, for backing me.
It is. I
Thank you,
also
Brian,
agree.
for backing me. Maybe in the future. Maybe next campaign when you finish that arm tattoo of yours. You know?
It's looking good.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Now, who am I going to fuck with while you guys are sleeping? I need to roll a D4 real quick.
I mean, it totally should be Andy. Just mess with
Oh,
his
yeah.
brain. He does have the circlet.
Alright.
Good
True.
for you.
Can I hear the thoughts of the yoked orca?
Ooh, give me an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's
That's a
inciting. He's
17.
inciting.
And I get advantage on those, right?
I think that you get
that's-
perception.
Oh, that's right. I get perception.
This guy comes up several times during your long rest, looking a little, feral. He's got like these big ass flipper arms, and he gets super close, but he never once comes out of the water. He's got this great big terrifying maw. He's got this great big terrifying arm strength. He could like grab one of you. He's size large. He could just grab someone and drag you under the water. But his fins always stay beneath the surface. And sometimes he'll just come up to you guys and just look at you. And then go back down if any of you, go for a weapon or anything like that. But other than that, he's just chilling. He's just a guy. He's just a dude. Who's number 4 in my camera order? That's you, Brian. That's Terrence.
Oh, no.
Yes, John.
Terrence. Why are you here? What's
I'm
really
here
going
to.
on?
Well, there's an evil in the land. We have to purge it. I'm devoted
Why
to
are
doing
you
what
here?
is right.
Why this evil in particular?
This was the one in front of me. I haven't made a name for myself yet. This is the one that will define me, and then I will be able to gather stronger allies, take on more things. Or maybe take the allies that are with me as they become strong, and fight harder things. I'm testing my mettle, John. I see you are not satisfied with that answer.
While you are sleeping, thinking of that answer, thinking of your past mostly, thinking of your potential future, because it's definitely not a guaranteed thing here. You're in a weird dungeon. Fucking stairs point up, but you know you're going down. After all, you were at the top of this fucking mountain when you started to descend. There is clearly magical trickery afoot, Terrence. Nothing is guaranteed. You're not even sure you're going to be able to make it back to the entrance from here.
That's the goal ahead of me. I look at the goal in front of me.
Did you just say the same thing twice, but in a different way?
No. That's the goal that's further in the future. I look at the one that's immediately in front of my face.
I understand now. Terrence, that's your goal. That's your reason of why you're doing this. But why are you a paladin in the first place?
I'm a paladin because I stand for what is good and right. I take the power that is bestowed upon me and use it to protect those in front of me. It is more important to me to stop the evil and the harm in front of me than to preserve my own life. And through that clarity of purpose, I find solace and strength.
Yeah, but that's not, like, why you're here. Who made you a paladin?
Oh,
Did you just randomly hear a god whisper in your ear one day, and he's like, hey man? Or was it more of, I was brought up in this order, raised and trained? Were you some shitty-ass orphan half-elf who just sort of existed until one day someone took pity on them? Why are you here? Not, why are you a fucking paladin? Come on.
I was an orphan who grew up in a church, was left to fend for myself. One day, my settlement was threatened by an ogre, and I stood up to this ogre. Stood in front of it, challenged it, because this was my home. I had known nothing else. And I was given purpose and strength. I did not defeat it, but I scared it away somehow. And through that purpose, through that knowledge gained from that experience, I decided to dedicate my life to something greater so that I could continue to do that in the future. And then I was blessed by the god Agatherin, given power, given strength, and given the mission to seek knowledge, find evil, and find ways to destroy it.
Don't you feel it's weird that a lore keeper, a god of knowledge, needs crusaders like you to exist?
No. Knowledge is a never-ending pursuit. Once you think you know everything is the point when you know nothing.
Isn't
Why not
killing
crusade it?
people
What?
the exact opposite of gaining knowledge, though?
Isn't the destruction of needless civilization by evil a step further back in furthering the knowledge and decency of the society around us?
Maybe. Or maybe civilization just makes things harder than they need to be.
Not sure I'm ready to believe that yet. But in the ever pursuit of knowledge, maybe I can be convinced.
Maybe. Truth. Notably, Agatherin is not a god of. Not all knowledge is true. But enough about that. Terrence, you have a unrestful sleep, as though you have been debated in your dreams by one of those neckbeard losers. The Cosmos, I mean.
Cosmos, for sure.
And when you awake, you will find that your team is already standing up, stretching out, their wounds somewhat closed, their magical healing ointments and unspecified salves helping that healing process. Even though they're not healing items and it's purely fluff, don't ask me to make this a mechanic. You all stand up, looking at each other. You guys just want to knock out food right now for today, so we don't have to come back to it.
Yeah,
Sure.
take it down.
Yeah, let's take down a ration if you could, please. How are we looking on rations, guys?
6.
Yes.
6.
That's where I'm at, too.
God, you guys could travel for 6 more days.
Why are you eating so much, brother?
I'm extracting the water from it because I'm tired of drinking your piss belt.
It's not piss. Is it?
Okay, Mr. Drippy Pants.
Arturio, you put some of the water you're expelling into your mouth to test it. It is not piss.
It's not piss. Is it? No, it's definitely not piss.
I actually don't know why my rations are so low. Maybe I started with less? I can't remember. I don't know. I also might have just been picking them at the
You
wrong
might not
moments.
have replenished them before leaving.
Oh, that's also true.
Because we had like 2
Or-
little adventures, then we went back to town, and then we came back.
Or a rat got into your pack
Maybe.
at some point.
Maybe I've been siphoning your rations. Who knows?
While we were sleeping, the yoked orca crept up on land, opened my pack, and took
Oh,
One
don't
of
you
us,
have,
like,
double food requirement.
But the orca
Double
only
water.
took out the
Double.
protein and none of the carbohydrates.
Those macro gains.
just as I must consume twice the amount of water per day, not twice the
Okay.
amount of food.
Well, look how much water is before you. You're surrounded by it. Maybe you should fill up now. Just stick your hand in the water real quick.
Nope, I fill up from the piss belt.
Oh, you're going to be doing that for hours. You strap your spare water skin on Arturio's thigh and
Belt.
head on out. Or head on up?
We head on up the downstairs and further lower into the depths of the dungeon.
Indeed. Further lower.
We head on down to upstairs.
Well, party, there's no secrets on this map. I'm gonna go ahead and describe it for you. You all start on the bottom of it, but feel free to look around, for as you come to the top of the staircase, you see that the once vibrant, multicolored water is now this almost swamp water that surrounds you. You look left off the sides of the map and see that almost like 200, maybe 300 feet out from this snaking stretch of land is just a wall of mist. This heavy, almost encroaching tsunami of mist just hovering awkwardly in the distance. You see that there are many a fish within these shallow waters, each of them hunting, searching for food, tearing apart whatever sort of life enters their shallows. Across from this rickety-ass bridge, we'll talk about the bridge here in a minute, as well as what's immediately around you, because you see a giant fucking stone giant, size huge, standing between you and the next staircase. This guy does not seem to notice you all yet, and as you see the stone giant, all of you quickly duck down behind the cover that these rocks are providing. I'm going to scatter you out so that you're a little bit, hidden. Rai, you stumble over what appears to be some sort of crushed corpse of a once armored person, and you see that there's another guy who is fucking dead. And Arturio, you also realize that there's a third person who is a cadaver, and oh my god, Terrence, you see that the rock you're taking shelter behind also has a small halfling man right under it, I suppose. There is a giant fucking animal skull here with a great big giant symbol written upon its beaten, broken brow. Does anyone speak giant?
I can read it.
You can read that this is a warning that says turn back.
I say that's the party.
Party, I open the floor to you. What's up?
These are adventurers who've been crushed by boulders thrown by it, the giant. We should not stay here. Either go forward or go back.
Oh, it's a turn back.
Yes, anywhere but here. And then I'll kind of glance down at the corpse by me and see if it has any, like, a water skin.
It does not. Or it once had a water skin, but is so crushed. You're gonna have to make a lot of noise to even look at it.
I see like the end of a water skin with its cork like must have popped off and gone somewhere. I try and tug it, it just does not move.
Fuck.
Yeah, can I survey the battlefield a little bit more, John? A little bit further away from us? Like, what do we see, like, all the way down across the way?
You look across the bridge, peering out. Give me a perception check.
Percepting.
Let's see how perceptive you
click.
are.
I mean,
most of your attention is spent towards the giant. Literally, who's just like wandering around, almost aimless, just sort of sitting down on guard duty.
okay. I also cast False Life, because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. So
You do that like every morning, right? Go
yeah,
ahead
that's,
and-
well, every hour or whatever.
Yeah, every hour. You just woke up. It's been like 5 seconds. You're fine.
That's right.
Get your temp.
John, can you tell me about the elven cloak that I'm attuned to?
Yeah, I too. Once I remember what the elven
Throw it on my
cloak
features. No.
I-
Got it.
It-
Throw on the features. I'd take it.
What?
If you can throw it into my features thing where the other cursed bullshit is that you gave me.
I
He wants
I
you to
don't
add the
have
item.
access to the copy
Yeah, add it.
paste of that. So give me a
Oh, okay.
second, and I can pull up its description, rather than you demanding things that I can't. Here we go.
Jeez, Andy.
Sorry, I assumed the dungeon master knew what the fuck he was doing.
First rock's coming to you,
First
buddy.
rocks heading to Rye, no matter what.
Andy, you by now are so used to a GM who has no idea what they're doing.
This is true.
While you wear this cloak, wisdom perception checks made to perceive you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. It's basically an invisibility, just with
Love
less being invisible.
Love it. Thank you. I'm gonna copy that. Make a thingy for it.
It looks like there's nothing but fish around here for it to eat. Maybe we should offer it some?
Do you speak giant?
Don't you? You read the word.
I'm just good at reading things.
Oh. Well,
You're welcome.
we could just offer it fish and just be like, make some like friendly gestures.
I'm worried that as soon as we draw its attention, a rock's gonna come flying at our heads.
Yeah.
John, how tall are these like trees and shrubs around us? Are they big old trees? Are they little bushes?
They are. I suppose they would be closer to brush than tree.
Cool.
They are these
Can I
wirely bushes that have poor growth.
I cast disguise self to look like one of these bushes.
Maybe. Look disguise self. I don't see why you couldn't turn yourself camouflaged.
like plus the elven cloak. I feel like those two things together.
I think the
should-
elven cloak mostly does that if you don't want to waste your spell.
Okay, cool.
This
It's that I didn't realize it was that good. I didn't know.
yeah, it's very good. Are we doodling on the giant, guys?
Ignore his back
Oh, I'm
knee
not.
and single curly hair and mom tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna actually group it. So if I do this, yeah, okay.
Incredible.
I love that rather than deleting it, John is just like, "Yep, all right, it's
That's,
it's
yeah.
all in there."
Yeah.
You see that this guy has like gone to the shallows where there's like clay and mud and whatnot, and he's just like done 2 big eyebrows for where. I mean, it's a stone giant. He doesn't have hair, so he does that.
No, he has one single brown curly hair coming off the top of his head like a Peanuts character.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to see unless you
Understood.
zoom way in.
He's just hanging out. He's just being a giant. You know? What about you guys? What are you? Just hiding?
I'm scared to be
among-
crushed by a rock.
Right now we're
So-
hiding.
You're saying that because of the cloak, I basically just look like the brush that I'm standing near.
Do you remember in the second Lord of the Rings movie when Frodo throws the cloak over himself
Of course.
and he turns into a rock, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
basically
Alright,
what
so
this
it's
is.
I'm a Lothlorien rock. Excellent.
Yep.
Can I use Mage Hand to like make something? I don't know how far Mage Hand can go.
I think like
but
30 feet.
I like 30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta measure. Oh shit.
You're quite far away right now. Maybe you guys could sneak past him? Is that the play, Brian?
That's what I'm. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking our options
Ah,
are
good one.
sneak past him, engage
Well-
him in an advantageous position, or bait him
You
in
all
the-
go one side, I'll go the other. I'm not very good at sneaking, so I don't think we will
Neither
be
am
able to
I.
get past him. But the ambush squad, we can have ambush squad. I'll try to talk to him. I don't know, but if he doesn't want to talk, ambush him. Oh, I'm
You
not
run
gonna.
across this
No, no,
bridge
no.
and just get right on him if you want.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go across the bridge. No, thank you.
don't wanna go
Thank you,
across
though,
the
John.
big rickety
I appreciate
bridge?
it. Let's see here. I move over to this location with my buddy, and I could go right. You guys could go left, and that could be a plan. What do you think?
With your stout little legs, here, take this.
Stumpy.
And I will give you my swiftness elixir, which will increase, once drunk, increase your movement speed by 10 feet for an hour.
Whoa. I
What
drank
if
it
we
immediately.
throw one of these corpses into the water? What do you
Kerplunk.
think the fish will do?
Oh.
Do you think it might draw the giant forward?
I think it will draw its
Probably.
attention. Sorry, that was a little loud. I think it will draw its attention to the water and the fish. They look like they're hungry too.
Do we want to
may-
use that and then start moving?
I think we should just wait for his attention to be looking elsewhere. If you drop a body, he'll be looking right this
Seems
way.
to just be chilling currently. Anyways, I'm going right. I'll move over behind this rock. What's this body here, John?
You look at a new body of what appears to be some sort of priest or knightly type or, you know, some sort of cleric.
Hmm.
Obviously, you're not going to start fucking with it until you tell me. But that's
No.
what the immediate impression you get when you see this, like, guy's cloak and the weird holy symbol on his back.
Interesting.
If you want, you can give me a religion check for a symbol.
Am I trained in religion? I don't think so. Nope, definitely not. I'm good.
Are these
think so.
braziers lit?
Yeah.
Or oh.
Got it. I inspect the body I'm right next to. Any anything worth looting?
You
or
look upon what must have at one point been some sort of fighter man, also known as a soldier, a warrior, or some other kind of guy who wears metal and goes into battle with a melee weapon, which you quickly understand why he got hit by a fucking rock and died. Especially if he was relying solely on a melee weapon, and you look at your paladin for a moment.
Yeah, I got 5 javelins on my back there, sir. I know what you're I know what you're talking about.
You want to pat down this heavily armored man who might make a lot of noise when you go through his pockets?
I'm gonna move behind this rock as he debates this.
The 2 ranges listed on a weapon is the advantage range and then the maximum
It's the
range.
normal range and then the disadvantage range. So if you see
thank you.
60 to 40 with the slash between, anything from 60 to 5 is at normal. And then anything after 60, so 61 to 240 is disadvantage, and then it can't accurately hit anything after 240.
Got it.
Yep.
Normally.
Yeah.
There's features that let you do stuff.
I will be perfectly honest with you guys. Whenever you guys want, we can enter turn order so that you all, as though we're playing Baldur's Gate 3, do some sneaky stealth action. Currently, the giant is just chilling out, but that's because I don't want to manipulate him too much.
Sure.
While you guys are, like, talking and investigating your immediate surroundings. But he's, like,
Well-
doing stuff.
Should we start sneaking up?
Yeah, I'm gonna move this way in a rock-like movement.
What does that mean?
Yeah, let's take turn. Turn order sounds great, John.
Crab
That's
rave?
what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yes.
We can enter turn order.
I will also move like a rock, which is to say, not at all. No, I'm kidding.
That's why I wanted to disguise myself like a little bush, so then I could like rustle and
Wow.
Rename
have an
yourself.
excuse to be moving.
You know, a new brand. You can be Russell Brand.
Hey.
Heyo.
Isn't he?
There's like a
That guy
horrible
sucks.
joke in there. That guy sucks.
Is it-
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that guy
Yeah.
suddenly. I mean, he sucked
out.
before.
Not
He wasn't.
suddenly. We've known
Hold
for
on.
a long time.
Hold on. Time
Ontario.
out. John, what's up?
Yes,
Does Ramul need to use his action to drink your potion, or does it have a special mechanic to it?
that is up to you.
I said chug as soon as he handed it to me.
It takes an action to create, or administer.
Okay.
Oh, a creature can drink the elixir or administer. Yes, as an action.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to... I don't know his alchemist subclass that well. I just wanted to make
He
sure.
doesn't either. Don't worry.
John assumes that because I'm playing an artificer that it's broken.
It has
It
to
is
be.
not. It's not. John, you saw me get flung in a
Who
tree.
has Mind Sharpener on their armor right now? I know! I know
Not
what
me.
you have. Yeah!
I have it.
Yeah, shut up! Just shut up, Nick. It's broken. I choose not to fail my concentration check? Fuck you.
Yes,
5 times
That's
a
not
day?
a problem
What?
with me. That's a problem with the paladin having so much concentration bullshit.
Nuh-uh. It's broken. Okay,
Concentration is broken, not me.
All right,
Terrence,
I'm ready.
you are first
Right.
to act in our little group here.
I think we've decided to start sneaking up on it, so I'm going to move 30 feet to here, and then I'm going to dash 27 and a half feet to this rock and hide behind it.
Okay.
Trying to move as slowly as I can while still maintaining a 6-second combat round. That is my turn.
Hey, Brian, what armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Hmm.
Clink, 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 clink. Aren't you glad you're going the other way?
I'm so glad you were the first to go.
Like a ring of keys.
So we will be using directional sight for this little challenge here. This is a stealth mission until it's not. But basically, this big-ass giant has a cone that I am being very cognizant of. If you enter this little cone here, it's basically a big triangle here. I wonder if I could just make a big-ass cone. No, that doesn't really do it justice, because...
You could
draw it and group it with the rest of the tattoos.
Yeah. Just draw a 200 million foot cone real quick.
Couldn't you just make a light source that has color?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Literally
Like,
just turn this
idea.
into a level of Ghost Recon where there's just this
Yeah.
Don't worry
giant
about it.
No, then I have to fuck with dynamic lighting on the entire map, and I don't want.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fair.
don't worry about
I'm
it.
not gonna
man.
do that. But basically,
We get
it is
it.
currently looking at anything in this section right now. So if you were to come out of cover and just like make this dash, just as you are, just doing nothing but literally just moving, he would see you immediately. So be aware of that before I, John, fuck you for a thing you decided to do and not knew the little secret rules I have for this guy. But for Brian, for instance, he was not in that cone when he initially left, so he was able to dash then move over here, which is perfectly fine. Just so that we all know that I'm not hiding any, I'm not out to
Perfect
fuck you all.
information. Yeah.
Oh, except this entire other stone giant that's just like by this rock to the left that's been staring at
That's
you all
hanging from the
moving this
ceiling,
whole time.
Don't worry about it.
Sky dives. Oh! Right, that brings us to you.
Of the bodies that are crushed and destroyed near me, do any of them have like hands or feet that have been separated already? Are there any loose bits? Is there some already
I'm gonna roll
amputated
luck
flesh?
dice. I need you to tell me highs or lows right now.
Low.
There is actually. There is some
Great.
scattered arms and legs that have just been crushed.
Great.
And...
I would like to catapult an arm, please.
Oh God.
Ooh, where would you
You
like
starting
to
this
catapult?
combat now?
No, I'm sending it into the water to create a longer lasting distraction.
Ooh.
'Cause I can catapult up to 90 feet, so I'm gonna send it
Okay.
over here.
Yeet.
All right.
Can I would like to yeet a separated body part, please.
Okay. Go ahead and post your spell.
Cast at what level?
You only have first.
Oh. There you go.
You will catapult
Oh
a.
fuck, 60 feet. Wait, why does it say 60? Is the range what I roll?
So if you see
Description
an
says-
object that you could throw within 60 feet, so if there was a rock 60 feet from you, you could cast the spell.
60 feet is my range. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so if there was a rock
sorry.
right here, you could then cast it 90 feet, which would hit this giant.
Where's the furthest away in this area body part that I can whatever. You don't have to get that granular about it. I hurl a body part 90 feet into the
You
water.
hurl a body part 90 feet. An arm comes flying in the periphery of this stone giant's passive perception of 14. He will see the arm just of a person he had previously killed fly over a little jut of land and into the water. He'll look at the fish. What do you do for the rest of your turn?
I dash for my cunning action.
Okay.
To behind this rock,
Oh, for sure.
and I'm a rock.
Yeah, you take cover. Ramul, have you played Metal Gear Solid?
Oh God.
I have
Snake.
actually.
You know when the yellow exclamation point comes up and it's like caution
Yeah.
99,
Uh-oh.
99?
Uh-oh.
Ramul,
We're,
you
like,
just
currently in that.
watched your buddy catapult an arm in clear line of sight of this giant. Now, what do you do with that information, knowing that he saw the arm fly?
I crouch down under this boulder to give myself as much cover as I can get, John. And I ready a dash action to dash up here if the giant moves, so I'm not in its periphery
Where
or
is
whatever.
up here? I don't see.
Oh, sorry, I did not. It didn't click in like up this direction.
Okay.
We're gonna dash up this direction. I think I was
Okay.
How steep is this drop?
probably like 5.
It's like a decline. It's not even really a drop.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Thank you. You don't
Okay.
have to like climb
Sorry, that's
down or
rude.
worry about fall damage.
I am going to
I
make
get
you
as
do a
small as
stealth check,
possible.
Ramul.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a devil's bargain here, where you can
Yeah, you
go
got it.
prone and have advantage, since you said I want to
would
get
love
down.
that. Yeah.
But obviously, if your thing triggers, you'll only have half the movement, which, will get you.
It's gonna go at regular. It's gonna go at regular then, because I'm wearing armor that sucks. I got a 9, John.
Well, it's better than the natural 1 for disadvantage, right?
Yeah. Also, if it throws anything at me, it's at disadvantage.
True. You get down and creep stealthily. And that brings us to Arcturio, who also sees the caution, 99.99, at the top of his HUD.
I will observe my brother fling an arm and kind of like nod as I see it sailing through the air, but notice that it like was immediately caught by the stone giant's attention. Kind of glancing over at Ramul, I will also kind of like get down on my arms and knees. I'm not willing to go all the way down on my belly because my robes are very nice, but I will begin to crawl on the ground up to this rock.
Okay. Give me a stealth check while you do.
Do I have advantage for crawling?
If you go prone,
Does that mean I have to go on my belly?
you do. Just
I
like
refuse.
how Solid Snake does.
I refuse.
You should have taken the advantage, dipshit. You take cover behind the rock of a crushed person, Arcturio, and it does not connect to you that if that person was crushed by that rock, that must mean his throwing arm is just as good right where you are. This guy will...
He can't see me.
What?
He can't see me.
He has passive perception of 14. Rolled a 10,
Yeah, but
bud. He sees you.
but I'm a main character. I'm lucky.
All right.
What, John? What Nick meant to say? He meant to say, but
This stone giant saw the arm, looked at the clear wizard-like being who just Gears of War shuffled over to a rock and then hid like a weird spy. And of course, this guy's like, oh, he says in giant loudly, all right. And then at disadvantage, because he is at long range, he will pick up this rock that I've already denotated because he doesn't have infinite ammo. And he will pick it up and just sort of hurl it at you. And Arcturio, as you're having flashbacks of being that rock, what's going through your head? And also, what's your AC?
My AC is 13. However, I believe you told me that the Wand of the War Mage that I have allows me to cast a couple spells.
I
Once
believe that
per
is the
day.
case. Is one of them shield?
I believe one of them you told me was shield.
Let me go find out. Let's make double certain before I...
Can you double check your notes of what spells this has? Because
I
no, Brian's notes.
Brian, does it have
yeah,
It
Pretty sure it does, John.
it was shield
Hey,
and one
jump and shield.
jump and shield.
It's because
That's why
it's
it's
a
so funny
frog
last
Right.
turtle.
time.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I have it. I have it under my resources. I have shield 1 per day and jump 1 per day. I was like, why didn't I add this spell to my spell list? That
You
seems stupid.
flick the wand out as you realize your cover's blown immediately thanks to your brother and also your poor rolling. And you flick the shield up and deflect a rock that would have done 31 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh
This
my
giant
god.
will move slightly forward and pick up a rock on his next turn, which he has not.
While he's
yet.
moving, John, that triggers my action.
It sure
I'm
does.
racing forward.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Bam. There you go.
Can you move half that distance because you were prone?
I did say take the dash action.
You cannot double. You can't ready an action to
Oh,
take the
I
dash action
see.
and then get
Thank
double
you.
your speed.
Yep. You got it. I'm behind this rock. Thank you.
Okay,
Fucking got him.
it's true. Oh, Terrence, I need to go.
Do we
into
need
battle music,
combat music? Yeah.
Stealth is never an option. I figured out.
No.
We're rats to this giant. Terrence.
That's correct.
At this point, I am not noticed, and I'm not sure if it's to my advantage to move.
All right. He would be looking right at you.
Yeah,
I
I think-
definitely would have yelled, "Oh fuck!" As a stone was hurled at me.
Can you tell me something, John?
Yeah.
This rock that's right up here, does it look like I can hide entirely behind it?
It is quite a sizable rock, but there is this great big wooden thing that would stab you if you were to just run into it.
I figured that might be the case. What about this rock right here?
This one?
Yeah.
Much smaller. Probably wouldn't even... I mean, it could maybe cover a halfling, but you're a big guy in heavy armor.
Yep.
Sorry.
I think... I'm blocked by indecision, John. We're going to solve that here in just a moment. I'm going to ready an action to dash forward in this direction here when the giant throws his next rock.
Okay. Rye.
Did the arm that I threw in the water, did the piranhas make it interesting? Like, is it distracting at all to our giant? Is he just focused on Arturio now?
The piranhas are eating the arm.
In a way that is interesting to him?
He is actively throwing stones at your brother.
Alright, okay, never mind. Alright,
Noted.
guys, I tried to do something. Anyways,
You did something.
I did.
Oh, you're killing it. Yeah.
I am going to dash
Yeah.
to the spot right here, and
Let me check my map real quick because I'm on the wrong tab.
That
There you go.
probably won't
Sorry,
give you
show me.
cover.
oh wait, hang on a second. You can do a movement and then a dash because I have cutting action, right?
Yeah, you could dash
Yeah.
twice
Oh.
because you have cutting action.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. Like,
90 feet.
I'm gonna get under this shrub behind this rock right here. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the spot.
You dash forward, swift as the wind, your elf cloak billowing. And then you blend in with the rock.
It billows, but somehow is also difficult to see.
And then I steady aim with my short bow.
You have already used your bonus action, and you can't use that ability if you have moved.
Just kidding. Haha.
We could do that on your turn when you're going to shoot, sir.
Yeah, next turn.
That's right. Right. Cool. Thank you.
Ramul.
Hi, John.
Hi.
I believe I can move up to here-ish. Would also like to take the dodge action. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. This giant, like, looks at a sprinting human coming straight at him, then ducks behind cover, and then this golden armored dwarf comes out the other direction. You can hear, it's like, oh shit, now there's 3 of them, and giant be called out. Or what you can assume roughly translates to that. That brings us to Arcturio.
John, talk to me about this bridge.
It is a rickety wooden bridge that looks like is maybe a boulder away from collapsing.
Okay. Maybe one boulder. So not like a rope bridge.
Half
but
a
like...
boulder.
It was once made out of rope, but has since been repaired multiple times by different sets of rope.
Okay. So it's not like a boulder would just take out some of the planks, but it would like completely... You feel
It would
like it would
immediately blow up, yeah, for sure.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like this guy's strategy is to get people to dumb fuck rush forward at him, and he just throws a rock at it, and they fall in the water.
Okay. In that case, Arturo, yikes, begins.
You'll be fine.
Hold on. Let me
You're built
see.
different,
I
you
could.
know?
I could. This is just to. I'm not moving. This is to illustrate how far I could get. I could get there.
Alright.
Arturo will begin sprinting, or he will begin running sideways to try and make himself a more difficult target, and will take the dodge action. He's actively watching the giant grabbing a rock, and is like getting ready to stutter step.
You are playing dodgeball for keeps, for sure.
Dodgeball for keeps. I love that PlayStation game.
Yeah.
And it's
Ooh.
Now
I
Stone
like the idea
Giant
of
has
a
choice.
a PlayStation 1 game called Dodgeball for Keeps. All right.
Giant time, baby.
Giant
Now-
time.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
What was the trigger for your action again?
The next time he throws a rock. So if he doesn't
Alright.
throw a rock, I'm not dashing. I'm waiting for him to throw something. If he goes and runs it, yeah, I figured that would happen.
Alright. He looks to you, Mr. Rogue Man. And with his great club, he will take 2 attacks at you. He doesn't even need to get that close. He chooses to get that close because you have a bow. And he's just going to wallop you with his great club. Are you ready, Andy? Andy? What's your AC?
Yeah. Here. My AC?
Yeah, what's your
it's
armor?
1,000. It's 1,000. Go fuck yourself.
Holy
16.
shit. That's amazing.
Well, 14 will miss you
he
then
misses.
if it's 16. But well, 27, Jesus.
Oh my god.
That one
I
didn't
would have
miss.
hit you without a modifier. He will take a swipe at you, hitting you for 22 bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
It is quite rude of him. Terrence, that brings us to you, bud. He did throw a rock.
Yeah, so my reaction goes away, but comes back in my turn as I move 10, 20, 30 feet to here, see if there's anything that I can do from this distance.
You've got a javelin, you told me, right?
I do have-
You bragged
do have
about it
javelins.
earlier.
Yeah, you know what? And he can't really dodge me from here. I think with a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith
Ooh, yourself?
on myself, yeah.
Okay.
Because one more hit and Andy's going down anyways.
Yeah.
And then with my action, I'm 30 feet away. I'm going to throw a javelin at him, and I'm going to scream as I throw it in the attempt to maybe get his attention, distract him, and maybe Andy can get himself away. As long as I can find it on my character sheet. Oh, look, there it is. Does a 12 hit this giant?
Do you have advantage for any reason?
He had no idea I was hiding behind the rock.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Because Andy's move, gallivanting at full speed into the fray, has pulled his vision aside, and he has no idea I'm there.
Then you come out of cover.
This is true.
He's not in the cone though.
Wait, are you even within short range? Oh, yeah,
Are
for
you
sure.
in the zone?
Yeah, I think. I mean, a javelin is 30 feet. I think, or is it 2060?
It's 3120.
It's 30.
Well,
Okay.
well, hold on, Brian. I
Yeah.
think what I heard you say was you pull out behind the rock, you pull out the javelin, and throw it, and then run forward.
So then he'd be at long range, and
Then I'd be at long
disadvantage.
range, and I throw a 12 anyways. But I
Alright.
appreciate you trying to
Here's what I'll do.
argue for my
I was,
cause.
tr-
Yes,
I was trying to
John.
bamboozle John.
We're gonna leave this to the roll of the dice, and I know
Okay.
it's not gonna be in your favor, but Terrence, you were hidden behind a rock. I did say that there were cone rules. So when you come out of the rock and move up, you could have moved in a fashion like so. And then, got in within however close you needed, like right there, for instance.
Mhm.
And then hurled it, which would count as being hidden, which would give you advantage, provided you don't make too much noise and alert this guy to your presence before you get in javelin range.
Alrighty.
He has passive perception 14. I need a stealth check from you. Which I know is a disadvantage because you're wearing heavy armor, but who knows what might happen.
That's actually not bad for disadvantage. But
It's
it's
true.
only an 11.
But it's not enough, unfortunately. The stone giant turns his head, hearing your metal, and the javelin just barely misses a critical shot into his inner ear. It's your turn still.
I've used my action, my movement, and my bonus action. So I will scream at him and say, "Come at me!" And then, who knows if he understands that. Pass it on to Ryan.
Is Stone Giant referring to what he's made of? Is he made of stone? Is he heavy?
It's stone. Yes, he's very heavy. But
And he,
Is-
he's got a good center of gravity. Is he easy to throw off balance? Do we think?
maybe. Depends. But yes, he does appear to have a stone-like quality to him, giving him relatively high AC.
Okay.
Why can I I can rotate the giant because part of his new token is drawn by me.
Don't worry
Interesting. Interesting. Roll 20. Interesting.
That's funny.
What would you like to do, Rye?
He's right in front of me, isn't he? I will just fall off and stab him with a dagger. With
As
short
a
sword.
quick note, you can still bonus action steady aim for melee attacks. So if you would like to get
No, I
advantage
won't.
on this attack-
No. I'm saving my cunning action for after this.
Okay. What would you like to
So I'm just gonna swing short sword right at his fucking face.
do? Okay. You jump 15 feet into the air. That's your damage. Can you make an attack roll?
Oh,
You actually
There you
hit.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get sneak attack on this because you are not attacking at advantage and no ally is within 5 feet of you. Or with it. But go ahead and roll your d6 plus dex. Or I can just take that 7 if you want. I actually can't affect its health bar because of the fucking art.
Okay, we can get rid of it.
Yeah, I have to. Looks like it's the same damage no matter what.
Yeah, wild.
You
and
stab
then I
it.
will use my cunning action to. How much movement do I get for disengage?
None.
30 feet.
You have your usual movement.
None. Oh, I thought John just said none.
Disengage
What?
is the action which you deny your enemy an opportunity attack. It does not give you movement. Whatever movement
But you
you
have-
have is how far you can go away.
Okay.
So if you haven't moved, you can go
okay.
as much as your movement.
Okay.
Come to me.
No, I'm going to the other side of him.
Okay. Can't protect you over there, though.
I'm gonna keep making this face.
He is size huge, so you can just walk under his legs. He has 2 size
Oh, can I?
categories
Alright,
above you.
I'm gonna move over to his. No, Brian, you're right, Brian. I'm gonna move back over here.
Like
Back
a
to
coward.
See, this is where Dungeons and Dragons, like, rules defeat the rule of cool, where it would be cool for you to go by the campfire.
True.
Yeah, no, you're right. I go by the campfire.
God damn it, Andy. Alright. You run to the campfire thinking this is a better sanctuary than the paladin. You end your turn. Ramul,
John, I take a look at this stone giant. Do I think that it's made of stone as I'm looking at it?
you know, he has a stone-like quality to him, but I don't know if he's made out of stone. That's
Well,
normally reserved for constructs and not giants.
Only one way to find out, John.
Okay.
Shatter time, baby. Pachow!
This one post on Reddit from 4 years ago says they're made of cheese and various food bits.
Wow.
That sounds about right.
He's
Me
gonna
too.
He's gonna pass, suffering 7 thunder damage. I believe
Yeah.
that's how that works, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, we have dealt 14 damage to this giant so far. You guys can see
Wait,
its health
click-
bar, right? Yeah, I can.
Click.
Yes, we can.
Click the spell description.
There you go.
What? No, we're fine.
You shatter his ass.
Hey, what
He
happens
turns
to all
to
the
you.
rocks
Shatter.
around him, John?
What?
Oh yeah, all the
all the
rocks
rocks.
around him. Yeah.
Oh.
All of the
Bye-bye,
things
ammo.
made of. Yeah.
Alright, you have robbed him of his rocks.
Nice job, Eric.
You know what? The skull's
That's a
gone.
good point, Brian. Yeah. It's a
job.
10-foot radius, so, you know. Andy
There you
stepped
go.
away, so we were able. That's me, John, thanks.
Arturo, your brother's gonna get himself killed again. What do you do?
Shit, brother! And
Again.
I'm gonna start sprinting, and I will get by this rock, and I will, huffing and puffing, catching my breath, pause and crouch behind it.
Okay. The stone.
Alright, here we go.
giant. Days for...
Oh, no.
I don't think he actually needs to move. He's got a 15-foot range. Yeah, he's just gonna beat the shit out of you with his humongous club from where he's standing. Alright, 16 AC is what I need to beat. Oh, that's an 18. He slaps you for 20 damage, Rye. Are you still alive?
No, I'm unconscious.
He's going to pick you up in his hand as the rest of his action.
Oh my god.
Terrence, that's you.
He also says nutrients.
Oh no.
All right, I'm going to
Jeez.
move. That's 30. That's 30 feet right there.
Oh, you're within melee range of him. Huge.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I guess I am. Look at that. Wonderful. If I'm in melee range of him, then I am absolutely going to swing away, John. My flame
you
tongue
can't reach
scimitar.
him. He can reach you.
Yeah,
You have a polearm?
I don't. I have an option to either close the distance or throw a javelin.
Well, he's picked
Wait a
up your
moment.
buddy, and you see that there's
Yeah.
a lake filled with piranhas that he could just hurl him into. And then there's also you, who are all targets to him. So it's your choice.
No. Oh man. Wait a minute. He's a stone giant, right?
Yeah.
He's in tremendous constitution, but not great dexterity. I think it's time to get his attention. And
What do you
I'm gonna take my right foot, pick my Greaves of the Gnome up, and just stomp the ever living shit out of the ground in front of me and use my 1 per day Earth Tremor. Is he within 10? I think he's within 10 feet of me, isn't he? Yes. Hold on. From the edge? Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, he's within your 10 feet for sure.
You put your right foot in and you stomp it all about.
All
Okay.
right.
Dexterity
He's gotta make
saving
it dex-
throw. What's your DC?
Oh. What would be my spell? Is it my spellcasting
11.
modifier?
Yes.
Because it's only going to be 11. It ain't great. But I've got to see if I can get him to drop Andy, or he's going to throw him in the water. And I can't hit him. He fails.
Oh.
Alright, by
Do your
action
damage.
from this spell, I do a d6 of bludgeoning damage, and he gets knocked prone.
Oh!
Does he hold on to Andy, is the real question. As I
Maintain
roll
concentration.
6 old damage, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, I think he would drop Andy, or Rye, I should say. You know, he picks him up, he's like, ha, ha, ha. And then you just thunderclap his ass behind him. He's like, oh, shit! And he falls prone onto his back, releasing Rye. I guess if he's doing, like, this motion, Rye gets let go of on the ascent and will fall. He's over here by the campfire. So he actually flies to you. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if Rye takes damage and we lose him a death save real quick.
I sure hope he doesn't, but it's better than getting thrown in the water.
Rye! Highs or lows?
I
Ha! You are a lucky motherfucker today.
Let's go!
Ugh.
Now we're all at
that
20.
does bring us to you. Go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Dear God, man, roll a 20, please. We need you in this fight.
That's a fail.
Oof.
Ramul.
Hey,
Hey, John. I don't know if I'll be able to get close. Oh, we can get pretty close, but that's like not really close enough. We'll be here. And then we will throw a rock at him, John.
Alright, he's prone, so it's
I-
a disadvantage, but go for it.
Oh, he's prone. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. I
sorry,
can't
buddy.
actually get close. No, you're fine. He has to use half his movement to get up. Pachow! 11.
11 is not enough, but the
Okay.
19 would have been.
That's okay. That's me.
Alright, Arcturio.
Do you keep saying Arcturio with a C?
You're mishearing me.
That's what I keep hearing. But I also have an auditory processing disorder, so this is to be believed. With my 30 feet of movement, I come rushing forward for my brother. And I think Arturo, as he runs, has been like beginning to cast a spell while his brother is going flying through the air. And he is going to cast at the monster on the ground, as well as being next to a fire. Grease!
You want to draw
That's
your
pretty
grease
funny.
spell for me?
Heck yeah. This is a
Sure,
good
and
spell for
every
this
some-
situation.
Go to a square
Some-
and
Something like this. Oh,
be like that big.
I mean, I want to cover the fire and him, and especially because he's prone, that's easier. I was like preparing this and imagining him casting it to like try and grease up his brother so he would like slip out of his hands. But this works too.
very good.
Yeah. So if it's 10 feet, I mean, that's like, yeah, I think exactly as I've drawn and how you have it. That's perfect. So it like both begins to cover him so he'll slip and then also like pulls the fire over him. Granted, I don't think, because he's already prone, I don't think he has to make a save here.
No, he doesn't. Okay, grease
so that-
flies out,
I will
slipping.
tick my. I will keep track of the duration of this on my character sheet, or on my token. I put a little 9 for 9 more turns to go. And then I think Arturo telegraphs what he's about to do. He like his brother lands on the ground and he's like, "Shit, I need to heal him."
Great.
All right.
The
brings us to
giant
asshole.
Gets to go.
He's on fire, bitch.
Why is he on fire?
Because the grease is on him and the fire.
Does the grease say anything about being flammable?
I mean, every video game with a grease spell would suggest that it catches fire.
It's still a good spell whether it's on fire or not.
All right, well,
I don't have any rules for grease being on fire. I'm
I mean,
always
usually
somewhat
what
confused why people do it.
usually what happens is the grease is consumed and whatever it covers is set on fire.
Damaged and then done. One turn.
Do you have any...
Yeah.
So not to be the call-up Jeremy Crawford guy or whatever the fuck, but I don't have any rules for turning grease into a fire spell, alright?
I will look
We'll
up
adjudicate
Jeremy
later.
Crawford grease
Grease can just be
fire.
a grease spell.
Yeah.
If the grease spell, this is a tweet.
If
a
this
grease
did
spell
not-
created a flammable substance, the spell would say so. It doesn't say so. So you're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that change
in
your choice?
Then I would just put it centered on him.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, because Arturio would know this.
For sure.
Sure. There you go.
Thank
He
you very
follows
much.
Jeremy Crawford on Twitter, of course.
No, I don't follow anyone on Twitter because X is fucked.
There's
The-
yeah.
So I don't like pulling up the rules lawyering, but I could understand if a GM wants to be super fun and super cool with it, but I honestly do not have combustible liquid rule sets, so I don't even
Sure.
know what that would do it. And also, it's a stone giant. Is he that flammable? I don't,
Well, I mean, okay, so here's what I will say.
clothing.
He and his hands are now covered in grease.
He and his hands are covered in grease. He is already prone. The creature enters or ends its turn there, must succeed on dexterity saving throw to fall prone. So he's going to stand up, and rather than... he's just gonna... He has nowhere to
Scooby-Doo run in
fucking
place.
move to fight the paladin. Oh, yes he does. Never mind. No, he can't. No.
Good spell, Nick. Like I said.
It's
Alright,
plenty
he
by
stands
itself.
up using half his movement to go this direction. Picks up that rock. And will hurl it at the paladin. Because he does not want to fall prone again because he has a bad dexterity save. He's going to throw it at you. You're within 60 feet, Mr. Paladin Man.
Yep. And I have no cover.
Then you will suffer a 24 to hit
24 will definitely hit.
for 35 points of bludgeoning
Ooh.
damage.
Awesome.
I've heard
Ooh.
these things. Jesus
Oof.
Christ.
And
It's
go
a stone
ahead
giant,
and
man.
make me a DC 17 strength save.
I'm just glad John's not redrawing the rocks on the battlefield.
First, I'm going to attempt to make a Constitution save on my Shield of Faith,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
Does a 14 save it?
What's
Taking
half of
35 damage? 17.
No, it does not save it.
Wonderful. I
Hey,
take
wait,
off one of my...
mine sharpener, mine sharpener, mine
Hey,
sharpener.
patience, grasshopper! I tick off one tick of my mind sharpener and maintain my concentration
Understood?
on my spell. You said I'm making a strength save?
Yep.
DC 17?
Yep.
I do have this feature with the Greaves of Gnome. Advantage to strength saving throws to resist being moved against my mill. So am I making this strength save an advantage?
Yeah.
Getting knocked prone is move.
Wouldn't have mattered.
What it mattered? You withstand the rock. You are rocked, but you are not fallen. Terrence, what do you do? This giant looks at you in horror. Like, holy
He's
shit.
like, holy shit. Most people just get flattened and pancaked.
I was really hoping to avoid that one so I could do something else, which would be get Andy back in the fight.
I got it.
Okay, then I advance. I'm going to move 10, 15, avoiding the grease, 20 feet to come right up next to this guy.
Oh.
I have to. Somebody has to engage him while you guys shoot the shit out of him. And I will swing away. There's my crit. Hell yeah, I'm going to obligatorily smite this guy with one of my spell slots.
Okay.
Also, please remember, I now have the Flame Tongue Scimitar, so I have extra D6s. So this smite is going to be very interesting. We have...
So it's 46
31.
fire damage. Can you do the fire damage? Okay, you just have it all together.
I think I have it all sequenced together correctly. I think that's 20 plus 16 is 36 plus 8 is 44 plus 3 is 47, I believe.
Oh.
I think that was
It's
absolutely
46,
the best
but I'm
thing I
not going to
could've-
argue. But
Oh,
yeah.
46. 20 and 11.
Triple 8 is 24.
John cannot believe it.
27, 38. No, you're right. 47. 47 is correct.
47. 47
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, 47 is correct.
Alright.
All right.
Subtracted 1 extra health. It might matter.
It might
It
matter.
might.
You cleave into this guy's leg. Your elven scimitar sings as fire streaks out, flashing across it, reinforced by your holy radiance. This guy's a fucking monster, and he's going down, Terrence. Anything
That's my turn,
else?
Sean. I have nothing else left.
Ryan,
done
give me
my
another
job.
death save. If you roll 1, you're dead.
It's
That's
10.
Oh.
Ramul, buddy, you just watched your
John, I'm-
elven friend crit the
Ooh.
shit out of this dude.
Yep, and I just got to move up to engage because if he's doing it too,
Heck
and
yeah,
I use
brother.
my bonus action to
Whoa.
Checking
my bonus action, John, to intimidate him. As I'm shouting and hooting and hollering at
he
him.
is intimidated of the elf paladin. There is nothing you can say after that.
I know. I know. I know.
That paladin as numero.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That
right.
dude survived a boulder being thrown at him and then chunked
Yeah,
him for
yeah.
half of his
No,
life.
we're good.
If you would
I'd
like
figure
to,
it.
you could instead bonus action Hexblades curse him instead.
Oh shit!
I can do that
forgot
next turn.
something on my turn. Oops.
I didn't hear
Oh.
anything what you said, Shadow, but keep it together. It's Ramul's turn.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
That's not my turn anymore, John. That's good.
Did you dash?
Yes.
Didn't you take the
We're
movement potion?
dashing up.
Don't you have 40
Yeah,
feet
only-
of movement?
You're 35.
Oh, I have 35. Oh, then I can do things. I didn't have to dash.
Yeah, you
I
are
fucked up my
within
movement.
action range.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, then we're not going to, like, fuck around. We're going to curse him, John. Click, curse.
I assumed you
And then we're going to, like, Hexblade him. Get bladed. Well, is Hexblade as good? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Swing away.
Where's my battle axe? We're battle axing him a question, John. Pachow.
13.
13.
Mhm.
My +1.
Is that really a +1?
Yeah.
What's your
It's
strength?
the one you gave me last. My strength is like
I see
18?
you rolled a 7 plus 4 strength plus 2 proficiency, so there should be a +1 on
Yeah, it's
there.
missing
I
a
think.
Oh, so that-
+1 to damage.
okay, so it's 14. I don't know if that matters.
It
No,
doesn't, but
it doesn't.
I had dragged it onto my sheet from the compendium, so I'm surprised it's fucked.
Oh, that
but
is surprising.
It's roll 20.
Weird.
It's always fucked.
it gave
You
a
have
+1 to damage, not it doesn't have a magic bonus.
Weird. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna test
Anyways.
this real quick.
Yeah, of course.
There it is.
There it is.
Wild.
Alright, cool.
All right. Well,
Weird.
there you go.
He will miss, unfortunately. But it is now
okay.
Arturio's turn.
Arturio will move up to his brother, reaching a hand down, saying, "Rise, brother, get up," and casting Healing Word on him for 5 health.
You have healing word.
Word.
Yes, I do. It is part of my class.
Wonderful. I never knew you had that spell.
It is automatically prepared because I am an alchemist.
Love it.
And can you cast a cantrip the same turn you cast a spell? A bonus action spell? Okay. Then I will continue my movement up to here, is 30 feet.
You're gonna
And
force his
then
prayer.
I might just poison spray this
Doesn't he have
asshole.
20 feet of range?
I do have
Because he's a
20
spell
feet of range
sniper.
because I'm a spell sniper. So there you go.
He spits on your poison.
I know. Con is not the right
I find spell
stat, but at least I'm being annoying. I'm being a pest.
Good. Save a spell slot for me.
The great
Yeah.
club comes down on the Paladin. Paladin, what's your AC?
Of course. My AC is currently 20 with Shield of Faith, John.
Does a 21 clear?
It sure does.
Classic.
For 12,
I am down.
he will then turn to the dwarf and great club you for a 27
Oh, that's a miss, John. I'm just kidding.
for 14.
Ooh, 14
Thank
is
you.
quite low.
Okay.
Thank you.
Terrence, I need a death save. Don't roll another 20.
Why? I would love to roll a 20.
I don't want to see it. I
That's
wanted to kill
back-to-back
a
crits,
player
baby.
this time. Brian!
It's
You're
not
ruining
Ryan.
my plans, Brian! They're a narrative key! What do you do?
John, as he
Your
hits
turn.
me, I fall back, but my feet stay planted on the ground. These greaves holding me steady. And then I squeeze my stomach as hard as I can to go, and stand back up.
Do you get a turn if you get that?
He does, yeah.
That's right.
I get
Oh,
That's right.
wow.
right
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
Okay.
And I have to look if there's. I mean, I've lost Shield of Faith, so you have that for you, John.
Just
Because
nat
I've
one.
lost custom.
Just give me the nat one, alright?
No, I gotta see if there's anything interesting I can do other than swing, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to swing.
Swing away, bad boy.
No, I just wanted to see if I had another bonus action spell. No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm just staring at the chat log, watching for another
Nope.
20.
Here we do. I'm gonna swing. For sure. This
A
is 17 enough.
is just enough. It is his AC.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I only have one spell slot remaining, but I'm going to smite again. Because there's no reason for me to save anything at this point.
True.
So Divine Smite comes
Oh my
in. That's
God.
a triple 9. That's a good 27 damage coming to this guy.
You know what
The
John
whole
is doing right
number.
now? 99999.
And John, with my bonus action, I'm going to attempt to shove this motherfucker prone. With my Shieldmaster feat.
Is he too big?
Now, he might be too big. And if he's too big, I don't care. I'll just fail, but I'm going to try anyway.
Hang on.
Good man.
I will wait until you determine whether or not I can do this.
I feel like after 2 20s, there is some divine intervention happening.
I definitely feel a
wouldn't
sense
he?
of purpose.
Be
My God is
bolstered by
behind
this.
me.
Could
I'm
be
size
anything.
medium and he's size huge. So I don't know if I can.
John did describe the giant as intimidated by this character.
He is intimidated, for sure.
He's taken off
I
balance.
know there
John.
are rules for size categories for grappling, right? But I don't know about shoving. And if anyone can find me something after I gave that speech about rules as written,
There are no rules as written. What I do is that I match their reach. No, that's reach.
Shoving a creature. The target must be no more than one size larger than you and
Okay.
must be within your reach. So I cannot shove this guy. Correct? Is he size large or is he size huge?
no, he's size huge.
Huge.
described
He
it.
said
Okay.
huge earlier. Yeah.
And I will
However-
take my shield and attempt to shove him and fail. But look intimidating will do it though.
Instead, he is so... Alright, so from this giant's perspective, he smokes you down after you crit him and almost killed him outright, right? He then moves on to the dwarf, thinking you're dead, and within literally a second of him striking the dwarf, you come back up and hit him again, right? So maybe Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a shove at disadvantage. He will have advantage to the saving throw. But if you somehow succeed, he'll get knocked prone. Alright?
Athletics check. Opposed.
Opposed, you have to beat a 23 on disadvantage.
I almost
Fair.
disadvantage. No, I'm unable to shut it down.
Fair.
Indeed.
But I appreciate you creating a scenario where it may have happened.
You
That
know,
is my
you
choice.
like steps back a bit and you like shove his foot and just topple him. I can see that as he like readjusts to you narratively.
You know in Infinity War when Thanos goes to punch Captain America and he catches his hand and is just holding it and it gives Thanos pause? I feel like that's what's happening. There's respect.
It's true. Speaking of someone who I have no respect for, right, it's your turn.
Oh.
Don't worry, Rye. It's all of us. He's just gonna keep saying that. I've broken his joke.
Don't steal my
Shoot him.
memes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm gonna knock an arrow on the short bow and
You stand up,
And
you bonus action
Do you-
steady aim, you shoot his
there it
ass.
is. 16.
Or not.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know
No,
if
I
you
don't.
actually
I wanna
steady
move.
aim. If you didn't want to.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't steady aim, so I miss.
You will miss.
I will take my cunning action and dash. We're in this rock.
That was Jay. Yeah, you can make it to that rock. I just see you moving in like groups of 20 randomly. Like, how? What? Yeah, alright.
Don't judge me.
I'm not. Partially. Ramul, you've been struck.
We've been hit by a smooth criminal, John. That's for sure. We're going to strike him back. We're battle axing again.
Okay.
Ask him a question.
Do you want to-
Ka-chow!
There it is.
I want to swing, John. I didn't stutter. 14. Magical. Slashing.
Yep.
Does my hex curse do anything on this? Like, give me extra nonsense?
It gives you
No, if they die on
proficiency
when they
bonus and
die.
damage, so it'd be +2.
That's
to
right.
that.
Yeah, yes. +2 on that. Yeah, thank you. So 16. Thank you.
Okay,
That's me.
that's you. Arcturio. This guy's got
Uh,
13 health left.
Yes. Recognizing that the grease spell seemed to be quite upsetting for him, we're gonna cast it again.
You're not going to save a spell slot to bring me up after I go down inevitably on this turn?
Brian, I have 3 spell slots.
I know you
You're not
cast
going to
Grease
ready
and
your
Healing
action
Word.
to bring him up as soon as he
You
goes
have
Oh,
one
I have-
left.
Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Yes.
Okay, that's very smart and wise, Arcturio. Do you want to know why?
He needs to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, the grease spell goes off. You fool, you foolish fool. I'm gonna kill you, Terrence. Terrence. He stands! He is the unfallen!
Do your worst, John.
Anything else, Artie?
That is all. Except some movement. I'll begin moving towards my brother a bit.
You do that. I'm gonna Great Club your paladin. Does a 19
Cool.
hit?
Had I actually tried to Shield of Faith, I would have blocked it, but that will definitely hit me. Do your damage.
I'm actually gonna swing again so that I don't roll crit damage. I wish I didn't do that. Alright. Because, as you fall prone, he will strike you again, trying to take out 2 death saving throws from you. But he's
Yes.
attacking you at advantage, and I don't think a 13 hits.
Sure doesn't.
You are very blurry, just like Terrence's life, which is
Yes.
getting blurrier and blurrier. Terrence, the giant was going to crush you into dust. But it's your turn. Do you have another nat 20 in you?
Oh, I don't think so, John. That would just not be right. 14 is a pass, though.
It's still a path. You're prone. You're being suspended by your knees right now. Rye, it's up to you. 13 damage.
I will. Who has 13? What's 13 damage?
He has
You need to
13
deal
health.
13 damage to
You need
kill
to
the
deal
giant.
13
Rye.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he ended his turn in the grease.
Yep.
Oh, that is
No.
true, actually.
Damn it. Now he's going to be prone
It's
and
fine.
have...
Fuck you.
Oh, no, he's not.
Rye,
Yes,
take your
the
turn,
spirit.
please.
Good. He's standing tall as he needs to target. Steady yourself.
I'm
good
steady.
sir.
I'm steadying aim, and I'm knocking another arrow in the short bow.
God damn it.
Rye, what's going on, man? What is...
I don't know.
Something's getting in, like, you just stabbed this guy in the face. You jumped 15 feet into the air to hurt him the first time. And now you're missing every shot. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I got picked up and thrown. It's fucked up my inner ear.
It's almost like
and
that is a traumatizing experience.
Ramul.
Yeah, I'm.
Hi, John. I just keep axing questions around here, John, for 12.
Oh, son of a... Wait a minute. Hexblade. Is that 14? Or did you...
That is actually 13 because it's +1. Oh, no, it's +2 because he's cursed. But that's only on crits, right? I don't know.
That's
What is
just
this thing?
regular.
Any attack roll? All right,
Yeah,
well.
Hexblade Curse hasn't done anything, has it?
Yes.
It just won the
Yeah,
combat?
it has. It just won the combat.
How much?
And I get to
health?
regain Warlock
damage.
level and health, you know? It happens.
Okay, cool. Can you
Um,
transfer
John-
that to our paladin?
Ramul,
What's up, John?
I was gonna ask, you know, like, can you fluff it up a bit? But then you just said it just won the combat, so I'm kind of ready to just go with the anticlimactic. Yeah, he falls over dead. Is there anything
Ramul
special
is
you do
not-
when you kill
That was
this
me.
guy?
Ramul is not a flashy character. As much as his name Golden Blade would lead you to believe that he is a flashy character, when it comes to killing, winning the fight is always the most important thing. Not being flashy, not being anything else, winning the fight. So we just go in for a battle axe attack at the chunkiest part of the giant here. We just go
You
for it.
cleave him down in his inner thigh. He incontrollably falls down closer to you. And with your follow-up strike, you axe him right in the jugular. And should you wish, you may decapitate this massive, size-huge creature whose red X
Yeah.
on my screen is much further away than his token is. Uh-oh.
Since he comes falling towards me, John, we use that momentum to chop his head off.
You all will. Guys, we're going to finish out this round, and then we're going to take a break. Arturio, do you save?
I run over and spare the dying.
Perfect. Party,
I
you've defeated a stone
stabilize
giant.
him.
Congratulations. We'll be right back, everyone. Woo! Everyone, we are back. Welcome to Mr. Rule. We have currently killed a stone giant. We now have a clear shot to the next floor, but also this big fuck huge stone giant tent. And whatever else you wish to explore in this area.
Hey, John.
Hi.
Can we see the sky?
You look up, and although there is natural light bleeding through this heavy, overcast sky of mist, you cannot see what lays beyond.
Is the mist... Can we see the mist on the ground, like around us, or do we get the sense...
Like 200 feet off into the distance, yeah.
Okay, do we see any mist by the next staircase?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. The mist, it's not here anymore. Hey, bro, are you okay? That looked gnarly.
I think so. My head hurts. I don't really know which way is up.
Yeah.
Can we assume with how I rolled that he basically just wide fired those 2 arrows out across the water? Like,
Yeah, they're gone. For sure.
they were not close misses. They were, yeah.
Are you
Maybe I
are you getting low on arrows?
I have, and he tries to count what's in his quiver. I have a dozen or so, I think.
Why don't you sit down, and I'll begin dragging our paladin up next to the fire, and I look for the source of firewood that this giant was using.
Yeah. You sit him next to the fire. You start making ready for camp, even though it's only been narratively 3.5 minutes since you guys woke up and went up the stairs.
That's right.
Ramul, while Arturio is playing Hearth Tender, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's playing Hearthstone, but I'm there are like some pieces around here that are like interesting set pieces that I'm looking at. We take a walk around. There's like this piece here, this piece here. There's a tent.
This is a broken drum, like a hide drum,
Yeah, it's
made
like
out of
drum.
what is likely humanoid skin. Same to this one. It looks like he was playing the bongos in his spare time before he got bored with one and sort of tipped it over. This
Got
is
it.
a giant skull. You look at it. It is far too large to be that of any humanoid. It's not like an elongated head like the stone giant is, though. Maybe a different type of giant?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I take my leave of the stone giant and look into the tent over here.
For sure. You look inside the tent, and you can find that there is basically a nest of stuff that this stone giant has been keeping, as well as sort of sleeping on. There's honestly, if none of you had bedrolls, you would find like 18 here. There is a ton just of padded stuff from all along across the ages, as it were.
All the adventurer stuff that he killed up front.
You'll also
Stuffed in the
find
tent.
a chest. And in that chest, you'll find loot. Would you like to roll on my loot table?
Sure, John.
Yeah, roll me a 1d100.
1D, 1 hundo, and 11.
11.
One second.
Double
rolled
ones,
higher
baby. Well, let's see if that works. Slash R
It's on table
higher than that. That didn't work. Sorry.
I need another d100 from somebody else.
I got it.
Alrighty.
Oh. 68.
One off a crit.
Oh,
I know.
You will find
Almost nice.
a potion. A potion of healing.
Oh,
love
Just
healing.
regular 2d4 plus 2.
wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, you rolled low on my table. What do you want from me?
Love healing.
Yeah, healing's great. You guys are a low healing part.
It's actually quite valuable for us to have a way to bring somebody else up. It's not me or Nick doing it.
That's right.
Yeah, I can help administer the potion or Fallen Paladin.
Ramul, there is also quite a bit of treasure here in the way of collected loot from other adventurers. You will find random swords, random equipment, random bows and arrows, maybe even a spell book if the stone giant knew of what stone books were, or spell books were, as well as a number of different coin pouches that he has sort of collected. But otherwise, it does not seem like nothing is in here that couldn't be found outside.
Oh, okay. So this is like there's no organic materials, but anything that's an inorganic material, you're saying we have like a stock room of. So if people need to replenish arrows or things,
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
some arrows,
I top
there's
up
some
on
quivers, some
crossbow
crossbow
bolts.
bolts. Just random
yeah,
adventure.
there's no rations. There's like no rations,
Yeah.
of course, but like all this other nonsense. Interesting. I wonder
Yeah.
what I would want, but I'm not sure. Oh, hey, look, there's this like 10 feet of chain that I take with me. Look, a piece of metal.
For sure. There's rope, there's equipment, but no armor. Any armor that was attached to a body and then killed in is unfortunately
Melted into oblivion. Yeah,
Roached.
happens.
Any interesting longbows?
There is a longbow inside, yes. If you would like to add a longbow to your sheet, can you even use a longbow?
Oh, I don't know. Can I?
Check your skill proficiencies. I don't know if rogues can.
Simple weapons include a longbow?
It's a martial weapon. What about a light crossbow, John?
Yeah.
I've already got a hand crossbow.
Anyways, there's this storeroom of things. We can rummage the other bodies that were at the front, but it looks like he's rummaged all the bodies, and the bodies out front would probably be of no good, no use to us. So, if you'd like to rummage him for things, feel free. But that's
John, did
what I
you
found.
mention a spell book, like for learning a new spell?
There might be, but
Would you like to investigate?
true.
If you are trained in investigation.
I don't think it would do anything for Arturio. Like,
Sure.
you had the spell book. If you
I think
want to
we're-
take it, and we can deal with that later.
Sure. Ramul will come back with the potion and say there's some stuff, maybe some spell books. I'll like start spoon feeding a little bit of potion to our paladin, who will apparently refuse it. And
I'm unconscious.
so
You get to do whatever you want.
Don't do it to him, Nick. Not the potion enema meme.
no, absolutely not. I'm not about that life. I'll try and coax our paladin to like sip some while unconscious, but he's not having it. So I'll just like put the spoonful back into the bottle and cork it, and head into the tent to grab like the spell book.
Okay.
So I'll just add spell book question mark.
One thing you will find, actually, give me an investigation check, Arturio. You're
Sure.
being a little more thorough. trying
Fuck
to
me.
Here's your one, John.
A 6 nat 1. The thing I'm supposed to be really good at.
Arturio, this isn't a spell
This is
book
my
at all.
highest. This is my highest skill.
Arturio,
What
this
is it,
isn't
John?
a spell book. This is a manual on how to create a spell book. You look at it. How to treat vellum? Oh god, it's got graffiti on it.
This is a quarter first semester textbook is what this is.
Yeah, Arturio, you look at the graffiti that is demarcated by S2. This stupid hoodlum who has been trailing in front of you this entire time. Who's like, Wow, there's a whole lot of useless shit in here, huh? I hope whoever finds it makes use of it.
How did this S2 get this far? These notes in this book aren't even right. He's dumb. He's a fucking idiot.
Arturio gets mad at a person he does not know to truly exist. Maybe it's all in your head, Arturio.
Oh, John, I've got something for you.
What do you have for me?
You can't keep getting away with it.
Never play
True.
a soundbite in my Discord again.
You can't keep getting away with it.
It was still playing.
So it was. Guys, I'm looking for a new fourth for this party.
New player.
Let's go ahead and just mute your soundboard. There we go.
This is coming through my microphone, John. Go fuck yourself.
I can serve them you if you want.
The value.
Unreal.
Incredible.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else on the battlefield?
Yes, I drool.
Yeah.
Mm.
For how many hours, John, do I drool?
A couple.
At least one. But we're not at that point yet.
Okay.
So I did describe dragging the paladin's body towards the fire. I guess that got overlooked in terms of token movement. But I'll go check in with my brother. Brother, are you okay? This has been your second major injury in as many days.
It's my third.
Oh, right. I was definitely keeping track.
Yes. Been 4 times.
Yeah.
It's
Science
Thank
definitely. Science in this world has definitely researched, brain trauma from repeated injuries to the head, and the problems that can create.
in the city we call it CTE, clubbed too many times.
At times. E' times. Yeah, I
Yes.
noticed your slurred speech. Are you okay?
Do you hold like a whole fucking torch in front of my pupils?
Follow the torch. Follow the torch. His eyes were moving. Not in the right direction, but they were moving, so it must be fine.
I'll be okay. I need to rest.
Okay. You all, just focus on resting. I think Ramul and I might scout ahead a bit and see what we have in store for us.
I'm sitting behind you, like shaking my head that I can see.
And I just nod towards the stairs, and I'm like, shrug my shoulders, like, what? It's
The last time, every time we've gone up some stairs, the exit or entrance disappears. We should leave
Wait.
with the full party.
has it really? I look back towards where we came from. Are there stairs? Is there
Nope.
like a? Oh.
Yeah.
Second thought, and I'll just sit down where I am
There
next
you
to my
go.
brother.
There you
Shouldn't
go. You're
Terrence
doing
Got
it.
back from unconsciousness.
What was that?
Terrence, no.
Eventually.
Terrence from unconsciousness? No, I don't think so.
Eventually,
It's
he's-
been canonically 10 minutes since he fell unconscious and was spared.
That's right.
If you guys would
Uh,
like to wait an
night.
hour and take a short rest, you may.
Yeah, we will do that.
All
I
right.
mean, I guess.
50 minutes into your short rest, Terrence will wake up.
Oh.
Ow.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks
There was
for...
some hit dice.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can click it, die.
Yes.
Well, we're still alive, so we must have got it.
We did.
Uh,
He's right here with his head
You
severed.
were brilliant. You took almost took that thing's whole leg clean off. And then for whatever reason, Ramul chose to attack an entirely different part of his body.
You know.
Sometimes the distraction is the best strategy. Can you talk a little quieter, though? My head hurts.
Oh, sorry.
John, after being unconscious, do I need to wait another hour to finish my short rest, or can I also roll hit dice?
You can roll hit dice. You were spared the dying of.
Wonderful. Then hit dice are coming. Oh, that's a good one. Right. 13,
Super good.
25. Can you go over you have no hit dice remaining rules again? Because if I roll another one, I'll be down to 0. I'm at 1.
We're not fucking with that
Same, I
in
was
this
thinking mine.
thing.
Lovely. Then we'll roll one more. 13 and 12, 25, 7. Is anybody else short of health? Because I'm going to use 8 of my lay on hands points to bring myself to full.
Do that.
I have only been injured once in this entire.
Oh, I should
Experience.
just send my last hit dice, shouldn't I? Will just fully come up.
And it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
If you
will
would
also.
Although I almost got hit by a boulder that would have nearly killed me.
I will use my channel divinity to regain a spell slot. I now have 1.
So, gentlemen,
Yes.
What up?
you are currently in more or less a safe place right now. None of the fish can attack you. You have plenty of space. You even have trees for firewood that you can do stuff with. You have a fire already going. In theory, you guys could camp out here for a couple of days, surviving off these strange
Even have water.
carnivorous fish, as well as also drawing water and then purifying it here, potentially allowing you to recoup from the days of violence you have been in.
We do have a problem of like getting out / running out of food because there is
No.
food here from the fish, but like, yeah, not a bad idea though.
It's true. I also owe you a level up, and I want to give you all a little bit of downtime to justify your level 5, which is one of the big capstones for early D&D.
Great.
John, I will also turn the drum over, the broken one, and pour 10 gallons of water into it.
Huge. It acts
so
as a
everyone can-
leaky barrel.
So
As a
yeah, it is a
drum.
leaky barrel, so everyone can like drink a full amount of like a day's worth of water for today and then fill up.
There's also water right there.
But John described it as murky or swampy.
Yeah, you'd have to go through a lengthy purifying process, which the... Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
alright.
Or we can do that. I still have this prepared, by the way. I've been keeping it.
I hate it.
Hell
I
yeah.
hate you.
If we spend a few days, I can use this over several days. We can restock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to go through this process of recouping, taking multiple long rests to re-up on all of your hit dice, and then hitting
Yeah.
level 5?
I think so.
And I'm all
Not
up
this
on
plan.
everything. Don't worry about it.
I'm in favor.
Let's do it.
Okay, then I
Stupid
want
warlocks.
everybody to go ahead and start leveling up. And then when you are there, doing all your hit dice, I want to do some character check-ins with everyone. So whenever
Ooh.
someone's not busy, very nice roll, Nick.
Max.
For all the times you're hurt.
As if you would need it. Yeah.
Never mind. That's a 4 on D10. I still get my con.
It's true.
Plus 7. Love it.
It's pretty good.
Well done.
Your frontliners are
All right.
rolling low. Uh-oh.
I have a ton of constitution that helps.
You're good. So,
Buffered a
just going in
little.
reverse order here. 5 is big for especially Pact of the Blade warlocks. You can get access to Thirsting Blade, you can get access to Eldritch Smite. All those good, beautiful
Oh, holy shit.
invocations.
An additional one. Christ.
Indeed. I don't think you got any cool class features aside from those of your invocations, as well as your third level spell slot. Yeah, you got a third level spell slot at 5, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
There are some crazy third level spells for Warlock. I'm trying to remember, rogues get... Do they get their reaction to have damage?
That should be.
Yeah, I get Uncanny Dodge, which can have damage.
Uncanny Dodge is great. For instance, if you had taken that 32 damage from the giant, you have it as your reaction, and suddenly you are kind of tanky. You may also get something from your subclass, maybe? I'm checking. No, you don't.
What are the rules with the types of spells I can take and can't take?
So you have a spell list for your class, which is based on enchantment and illusion.
Okay, but there are transmutations and other shit on this list as well.
So that's the Roll20 thing. Roll20
Gotcha.
cannot differentiate. Roll20 thinks you're a wizard, right? So, of course, it's going to show you all the wizard stuff, but you're not. You're an arcane trickster, which has different things. Or limitations.
Got it. So I only have illusions and enchantments.
I'm checking that now. When you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of the wizard spells you know with another spell of your choice. It must be an enchantment or an illusion spell, unless you're replacing the spell you gained at 3rd, 8th, 14th, or 20th level. So that catapult spell you could change out for something else.
Got it.
Yeah. So, if you're worried about taking hits, you could change catapult to shield. Or some other sort of first level thing. Excuse me. Okay. Next on my list is checking on my paladin. Paladins, you get extra attack. You are...
Super big.
What kind of paladin are you?
I'm an Oath of Devotion.
Oath of Devotion. Do you get anything cool at 5th for Devotion? Lesser Restoration, Zone of Truth.
Of Truth.
Base.
So, yeah, I get extra attack.
Yeah, extra attack.
And I get another first level spell and 2 second level spells, which is really, really big.
Huge. I'm gonna beg you not to take Fine Steed.
I'm already looking at the spells right now and deciding which ones are completely useless. Not taking Fine Steed. Essentially as a paladin, I can have them all on my list, but I choose which ones I take, right?
Yeah.
From day to day.
It follows cleric rules for prepping.
Perfect. Then I'm going to add all the ones that I might potentially use and then make sure I prepare the proper amount.
Okay. Sounds good.
But
make sure
I
that
get Prayer of Healing. Go ahead.
So you have 4 spells you're just going to get prepared constantly, just so you know.
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
I'm keeping a list in my bio section of my devotion spells so that I know which ones are auto-prepared, which ones I get to switch out.
Very, very cool.
Yep, I do get Aid and Prayer of Healing now, so I can actually do a little bit more healing with some of my spell slots.
Huge.
Or I could smite all of your monsters and kill them. Whichever one sounds like more fun.
True. For 5th level Artificer, you get access to your 2nd levels now. Huge. You also gain another first. Nothing for infusions, I believe, but you gain access to Flaming Sphere and Melf's Acid Arrow as an alchemist. Those are always prepared. And then you get a new feature, Oh, perfect. You already posted it. Alchemical Savant.
This is really cool. I didn't know this was a thing. This is going to be huge for catching. Yeah, so now I get to, even if I already add my intelligence mod to a spell, that heals or deals acid, fire, necrotic, or poison damage, I will add it again. If I wasn't adding it before, I get to add it. Although the wording is kind of weird. It says whenever you cast a spell using your alchemist supplies as the spell casting focus, you gain a bonus to one roll of the spell. I guess that means like even if it did like an AoE effect, one target gets increased damage, I guess. I'm not clear on that.
So I think what they were trying to say, so like Melf's Acid Arrow does multiple D4s. So instead of getting your intelligence bonus to all those D4s individually, it just gives it to the spell itself.
Okay.
So you roll a damage dice as part of that spell, you add your intelligence modifier to that dice. That way it doesn't... Otherwise it would say it would double your modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So...
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you did do Fireball, it would just affect one of those dice in Fireball.
I don't have Fireball. Don't you worry, John.
I'm using it as an example. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I know you don't. You only have second level spells. You can't cast it yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But as you know, I prefer to sub-optimize my spell selections. I have taken Invisibility, Heat Metal, Web, Levitate, and Lesser Restoration.
Those are all very good.
I mean, yeah, but they're also not... I mean, I guess I innately have Flaming Sphere and Melf's Acid Arrow, so who needs damage spells when I have those innately? Utility is great.
I've seen Eric destroy me with Levitate before. Okay.
It's the best spell.
It's
so
is
good.
It's hold person functionally.
Web is the best second level spell, in my opinion. That a
I
wizard
love
can take.
Web so much.
Also invisibility on your rogue, on your paladin, on your warlock.
Sure.
I guess.
Ugh. They're all very good. If any of you are ready to rock for some character check-ins, I would love to question you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you guys spend a couple of days here thinking, quietly understanding you're basically trapped here. There's no immediately obvious way back. There's staircases. There's this S2 character who seems to always be ahead of you, having done what you guys have done. And seemingly, if their words are to be believed, quite easily. You're surrounded. You've just been eating fucking piranhas, basically, known as quippers, this entire time. As well as having to deal with, I guess at one point, one of you or three of you are going to shove this stone giant into the water to attract the fish. And then either net them up or spearfish them. They will ravenously tear at this guy's body. But you don't care about that. I guess I'm just going to roll a d4 here and find out who is my number 2. I believe that's Arturio. Arturio, buddy, pal. Hey.
What up? What up?
This is your conscience speaking to you. Having some questions.
Hey, what's up? Okay. I studied for the test. What's up?
Yes. Arturio, are you in hell?
E, all of the above. Oh, sorry, this was a true or false question. Yes, true. This is, I've been studying for years and years and years, but it feels like the classroom did not prepare me for the real thing. There is a lack of experience I have dealing with this real shit. I had studied a stone giant. I knew that they threw boulders. I thought hiding behind a boulder was enough. It clearly wasn't. I almost died. My brother has almost died 3 times. This is not okay. This may not be worth it, but also my brother has made some life choices, and I feel like if I can just get him the monetary reward for solving this fucking crazy mystery, he won't need to be on the streets anymore. He doesn't need to hang out with those upstarts that he's in a gang with. Does he have tattoos? I don't remember seeing tattoos. He could have tattoos. Mom and Dad will be livid if he has tattoos.
Name's Joyce over here.
What was your question again, Conscience?
Are you in hell?
Yes, I am in hell.
Arturio, why are you in hell?
Oh, right. I feel like I just clearly explained this, Brain. Let's go over it again, one more time from the top.
Arturio, let me clarify. Your fixation on your brother, his well-being, his health, excuse me, has only been met with, I don't want to call it hostility, because at some points it is hostile, but I don't think it's the I'm gonna murder you in your sleep kind of hostile. It's more of the almost apathetic kind of hostility of like, why are you doing this? I never asked you to help. And every single time that, literally every single time that your brother has nearly injured himself, he has specifically done so several turns of movement away from you, as if he is trying to get away from you as fast as possible.
My brother has always been someone who bites the hand that feeds him, so to speak. He refuses help even when people are offering. He is stubborn. It's a pride thing. He thinks he knows best. He wants to prove. He feels like he's got a chip on his shoulder. He needs to prove something to everyone around him, and it gets him in trouble all the time. He's unlucky. He finds himself in these bad places, and he just makes the worst decision. And then when people try and offer help or advice, he refuses it.
Yet strangely, Arturio, as you stare at your own reflection of the swamp pool that you're drawing water from or purifying, you look over your shoulder, and he's buddy-buddy with Ramul. He's respected by Terrence. Your brother has proven himself as a capable, at least, distraction to the rest of your team. And for a brief moment, you wonder, do you have the minor illusion cantrip? Because this sounds like a lot of projection.
Connect this dot for me, John. I'm not following.
Your consciousness leaves you in this moment. As you went on a 1 to 1.5 minute tirade about how your brother is stubborn, refuses to listen to others, refuses the hand that feeds, and does not seem to be respectable, despite the clear proof before you that at least 2 warriors believe he is.
Sure. He's got, I mean, he has street smarts. I lack street smarts. He is very talented. He's very smart. He's very shoulder chip, stubborn and unruly. You strike out on your own like it's your goddamn unalienable right to do so. Roll a DC 10 gumption check. A pass results in always having been right about everything. Andy, fuck yeah.
Andy, what?
That's
fucking
a
rules,
new
by
class
the way.
feature I got. New class feature I got from this level up.
I believe that
That's
should be
amazing.
on Arturio, not you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, John. I am a beloved oldest brother,
I'm your
oldest
conscious
sibling.
right now. I'm just asking questions. I'm jacking off. JAQing, excuse me.
No, I mean, it's fine that he's reaching out to others. Like, he has his own life, he has his own relationships, and you know what? I'm his older brother. Like, he's gonna push me away. Hopefully, he's willing to ask for help and lean on others. If he can't do it with me because of this fucking chip on his shoulder, great. Lean on someone else. Hear this advice from someone else. I can work through Ramul and encourage Ramul to share the advice to my brother so that he'll listen to it. So I'm just filing that away as
Speaking of Ramul.
Speak to Ramul.
Ramul!
Hello.
Hi, it's time for a character check-in, because you're the
Hello.
next guy I rolled. Ramul, how great is your life right now? Isn't this everything you've ever wanted? Fighting monsters, magical items out the ass, your power growing.
That's right.
You've never felt more magical in your entire life than now.
Yeah.
Are you
We're
in
living the dream out
paradise?
here. Yeah, it's the dream, John. This is the dream. Like, I get to, after every fight back in hometown, they're like, file some paperwork about it. You gotta do some bullshit. But day after day, there's just more violence. Oh, it's incredible. Love it, John. This is the fucking dream.
While you are infusing your power, your blood feeling richer and richer, just coursing inside of you. It's almost as if your entire body is like a single beating heart in this moment, Ramul. You stare at the paladin. What are your thoughts on Terrence? You've seen him fight. Is he a better warrior than you, or was he just lucky?
At some point in time, it will come to a head when Terrence and I will have to have a duel to the death because our values just do not align. It will have to happen, and that's fine. And that hunger inside me comes in the form of Hadar, okay? You know? It happens.
There is a hunger inside of you, Ramul. God. I don't want to say it's like consuming. You're not at that point yet where you're like lost to it, but you're eating these day-old rations of fucking nuts and dried meats and sour bread that's already beginning to mold. It's humid here in this misty-ass place, and you look at those quippers eating the raw meat of a giant that you killed. There's a wonder that sneaks into your thoughts of what does giant taste like, knowing that it is a taboo to consume the flesh of monsters, but also simian giants, which are basically just big humanoids. Granted, many of them are super cursed. Some of them are humans that were gave in to the curse of Tiamat and sort of betrayed humanity in ancient, God, thousands of years ago during a fucking war that would have been awesome to live in, honestly. Can you imagine fighting Tiamat's spawn while she was in the air, burning the world down?
That's right. God, the dream. We live in them too peaceful of times. It's really a problem. And I'll try anything once for power, John.
Would you like to secretly cook some giant flesh?
Yeah, I also want to grab one of the fish that has giant flesh in it and cook it at the same time, kind of like a sushi. It's like it's a fish roll with giant inside of it as well. You know, you gotta have all your options available.
No. Definitely. Hey, Rye.
What up?
I want to ask you, out of the 3 companions that you have, who do you respect the most? And who do you like the most? And why are they removed?
Oh, Terran.
No, I'm kidding.
Why are they Ramul and Ramul? So you're asking him to do bang, marry, kill? What?
Yeah.
Mary, kill.
No,
that
no,
was me
bang,
just
bang, marry, kill.
inserting a foreign thought. But seriously, who's your favorite friendly-ish guy? And who do you respect the most of this group?
I mean, Rai definitely sees a lot of encouragement, and by that I just mean acceptance for his awful behavior and choices in Terrence. So, he's very, you know, doesn't really. I mean, Rai, especially with his older brother here, and I think in my head, his older brother having like sort of like looped him into this adventure in the first place. He's very uninterested in taking direction from anybody. And every time he's just sort of like sending it in combat, Terrence seems to just be like, yeah, I gotcha, do your thing. Rather than telling him to back off. So I think he likes the encouragement.
Yeah.
So
Is it weird that...
feels like kinship.
Now, it's kind of a stereotype for rogues to be normally against paladins, clerics, and the faithful. But is it weird to have such, let's call it support, from Terrence for you, Ryan?
I don't think. I mean, other than some recent fiery smiting, he's not done a lot of like religious things, at least that have had any impact on Rai. So, his experience with like city clergy and that different kind of fuckery, would definitely be him in if there was more prayer and wackiness going on. But he's not. His issue would not be with people who are religious. It would be with people who pivot religion for exploitation of other people.
Now that you're saying that, it's true. Despite Terrence being a holy crusader of a god with a literal flaming sword and smiting monsters, he's honestly not that judgmental of a guy. He's just kind of hanging out, walking around. He's pretty tethered to the ground. That's a pun because of his magical shoes.
Pretty grounded.
In the cities that...
Go ahead, Rye. No, fuck
in the cities, the paladins are walking around like cops going, what's going on here? And Terrence is like, what do you think's going on with this dungeon here?
Exactly. No, his experience is people demanding tithes from poor people that Rai runs with. So he's like, well, fuck your stupid little demand for money from people. Like, we've got real problems.
And is that the answer to both of my questions of who do you like more and who do you respect more? Is it all Terrence?
I think so. And I think I would say he's forming a begrudging respect for Arturio as he gets a little more involved in each fight.
That doesn't seem right.
Just a tiny bit, because he's
so
so far
slime
just
on a
seen him
giant.
hanging out.
Is that respectable?
And summoning bits of poison that don't do much, so he's just kind of like, all right, well, you're here.
It's not my fault all of John's creatures have high constitution.
Out of curiosity, has the poison even dealt damage so far in the campaign?
But I do appreciate...
Takes no damage, deals no damage.
Spell Sniper has done nothing.
I just want to point out to you,
throw it 20 feet though.
Rye, as you're conscious right now, as you're going over the days and like checking the combat log, Arturio cast 2 spells on the giant and a cantrip. All 3 failed. The first one because he was already prone, and then he got up and moved out of it. And the second one he just passed both times. So like, I'm not contradicting what you believe in terms of Arturio's being a bit more helpful, because certainly he is doing more than using a crossbow. But in terms of that being the reason, maybe reevaluate, you know what I mean?
I would like to take this moment to tell John to reevaluate what he thinks of artificers. Broken?
You're just-
I believe you said.
You're playing them
Broken?
suboptimally. I'm not having this conversation.
Oh, got him, John. Got him.
Thank you. This is not the dunk on Apollo Nick hour. This is the transition awkwardly to Brian / Shadow the Hedgehog / Terrence. Was that awkward enough for you?
Yes.
Perfect. Terrence, my buddy, you've already had a brief meeting with your conscience while you were asleep, but now that you've had some time to actually unwind, what have you learned? You're a fucking paladin of a lore god, right? What's your analysis of your current life right now?
Analysis of my current life. My current life is chaos. We are stuck in a dungeon. There's a path forward, there's not a path back. Which would seem like it's a true path, but we can't see anything around us. Things don't act like they should. The inner piece of the interactions of the world don't seem to apply here. And I don't have any answers for that yet. But the answer that I do have is that my God guides my hand. I smote down this giant. I could see right before I made impact. I could see almost where I should strike and redirected my blow to the right spot, and it worked. And then he smote me down, but I saw it coming. And I planted my feet and bounced right back up, and there again, I saw the next true path. It's almost as if my God guides my hand. What else might I learn as I push further through this area? This is a good time for me, John. I'm learning new things about myself.
Okay.
What's going to happen next?
That is a question you all will find out as you begin to ascend the staircase. No, I'm not cutting us out early. I'm going to give you a sneak preview of the next map, guys.
Love it.
As I copy and paste you. Oop, Control C.
Hey, Terrence, did you know you snore a lot when you sleep?
Yes. I was
Okay.
aware.
Just wanted to make sure you knew.
As you all talk amongst yourselves, fucking hell. This map.
My arm around Rye as we walk up the stairs. Buddy.
Buddy.
You're my boy, Blue.
It could have been someone. Could have been a contender.
We are going back down. My map is... You'll have to excuse me.
Your map has been turned into Microsoft Edging.
Shut up. Don't you dare. You all climb up a black tile staircase, which, as you go up into the mist that is higher, or rather like in a hallway that you're suddenly in, billowing down, weirdly enough, the strange properties of this place wash over you. You feel quite small as you pierce through this fog gate into what appears to be a library. And a library that Arturio knows. You walk into the hallway of your old university. Arturio, a learned man of a magical school in a capital city somewhere. You see on the sign that's, well, really a lectern that is right there, always, by the staircase a little warning of please be quiet and please be respectful to other students. You look at two flanking armored statues, which weren't there before, you quickly note to yourself. But you are all surrounded by books. And I'm going to bring us onto the map, drag us. You will notice that you are all quite small again. And we are back to 5-foot squares. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Goodbye, 2.5-foot squares.
I'm home.
Turn this off. Be careful where you step. Arturio, you know that these floors are notoriously creaky. But on the carpet, it seems to be just quiet enough where no one can hear you echo.
They haven't nailed down the floorboards in over a century. Stick to the carpet if you want to remain quiet. And for God's sake, stay fucking quiet. It's a library.
What?
Do you legitimately yell?
No. Sorry.
Okay. will bring us
I
to-
take a deep breath in, like I'm about to yell, just to troll my brother.
Okay.
Madam Olga will fucking kill you. She's the bookkeeper. Wait. How did we get here?
Nothing seems to be as it is around here. Perhaps
Why
this
don't-
is a trick of your mind.
Why don't you let me lead this time? I'm familiar with this library. Already I can tell something's off. He
well, they- Anyway.
glances between the statues. Go ahead.
There are these
Yeah,
great big
while he's been-
armored statues to your left and your right. I'm so sorry, Ramul. Go for it.
You're fine. Yeah, you're good. I'm looking at the books on this shelf here.
Yeah.
The books are bookended here because there's probably aren't just like one-way shelves. Maybe there's a shelf on the edge here or whatever.
You look at one of these nameless spined books. These things are... God, they look ancient, Ramul. They're a little bit out of your reach, too. At least the ones on the top. The middle shelves and, of course, the bottom are much easier for you to reach.
Yeah, I would like to use my Arcana to determine which book I should like grab for that has the most power in it.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Click. And then I confer that information to Rai and I point at it and ask him to use his mage hand to grab that book.
Ramul, none of these books immediately channel that magical power that you expect in, say, like a grimoire or a spell tome.
Yeah. That's okay. I still point at the one that I think has,
Okay.
you know. And I relay this to Rai, and then Rai can do whatever they want with that.
Adequate spell pronunciation, volume 1.
How to make carrot soup. Oh. Yes.
Rai, you grab with your mage hand a random book off this bookshelf. Go ahead and roll me a 1d100.
Nope, that didn't do it. What is
Slash
it again?
roll
Why can't I?
space 1d10. No.
I got it. Thank you. All right, there you go. 44.
Ooh, double four.
44.
55.
Don't have to get off
You
the carpet
pull
now. Look at that.
free this great big tome that seems to Ramul's eye, be the most magical. You grab it. It is a heavy leather tome. And as you free it... Oh, it's heavy. You manage to hoist it up, manipulating your mage hand so that it gets a little bit more close to you, and then you grab it before it falls onto the floor as your mage hand can't lift above 10 pounds? Oh, it's not that heavy. Never mind. Your mage hand can easily get this. I thought it was 5 pounds. LOL. You grab hold of this heavy tome. You open it up, and you are somewhat concerned immediately. The letters. They're written in common. You can read, I assume. Right?
Several languages.
Perfect. You open up this book, you read the letters in common that are all real letters, but none of them are making words. There are some capital letters randomly put throughout the sentence structure. There's no punctuation. Like, it's, there's space for, like, where the shape of words are, but it's all messy. You flip for pictures, and sure enough, you will find pictures. You find that this book is one of nature, assumedly. There are pictures of trees in all kinds of seasons. You look at their types. There are different breeds of trees. You see all the ones you've ever seen in your life before, and assumedly some you haven't. Honestly, I don't know how well Rye is versed in, I believe, arborism? I'm forgetting the study
Being an
of trees.
arborist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's we talked about this last week or the week before. He's got some experience stealing mature landscaping from a rich merchant's estate.
That's right.
So he's
We
got
already talked
a
about
little familiarity with certain, like, valuable trees that make valuable targets for theft, but
Yeah. As one
but
does, stealing trees.
yeah.
Identify trees that look like they're not from around here. Steal tree.
Listen, when you get hired by the shady landscaping merchant who's like, I need a mature rose bush and I'm not gonna fucking grow it myself, you go steal one.
Well, there's all kinds of flowers written down here, but none of the words make sense to you. You show this off to Ramul, and even with your... I don't know if you still have this invocation, actually. Do you?
I do.
Did you get rid of false life for something else?
No, it gave me like a +1 of 1, so I got Mire Mind, and I didn't have to trade anything.
Dope. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then
The Circlet
you
of
will-
Sliff doesn't reveal anything to me about this book, right?
I'm sorry?
The Circlet of Sliff doesn't reveal
Sylph.
anything about this book to me. SLYPH?
Sylph. Wait.
Slife?
Maybe it should have been SYLPH, and it was
It's like Sylvan Circlet, or what?
letter switch.
Oh my god, does my character have dyslexia?
I think so.
After wearing this circlet for like a week and a half? Yeah. He does.
Does now.
I will check that in 1 second. Because I don't have my magical items pulled up immediately.
But also, I have for Andy, I can read anything. I can read, I can understand. But I understand
Oh,
this
gotcha.
just to be gibberish.
It is gibberish for sure.
It's like reading James Joyce that I've referenced like 2 or 3 times across our campaign or whatever, right? Like it's just words.
It looks like
But it's even
like
word.
a template web page.
So like when people are having word salad, right? They'll just be like, "But the truck." So I went and ate my truck. Don't you understand the truck? And they're just like, it's nonsense, right? Nonsense words. But
If
all
I-
of them
if
are
I
nonsense words.
If I squint at the book, is it a magic eye like thing? Like, can I like unfocus my concussed my concussed pupils, can they see something in the negative space?
You can give
No,
me
but the voice in your head
a
whispering to
insight
you.
check, for sure. I'm
The
trying to find
disbelieve
the fucking
illusion.
items. I can't. I don't know where I put them in my documents. It's not there. It's not these. It's not in the character catalog. Where the fuck are they? I don't know where my magical items are, guys.
I'm so sorry.
Here's the trick, John. You never had any magical. No,
Pretty sure I wrote them all out.
you're like, I had some.
Do you remember where you
somewhere.
got this one from, Andy?
What? The book?
The Circlet of Sylph or
It
Slith?
came. I know where it came from.
It was the first
One of
4
the-
in like the
was-
first dungeon.
Yeah,
So
but all my
it's
magical
one of the
items
most
are
fine.
gone.
Few items.
Like the first layer of the dungeon where there were 4 items and one of them was the circlet. Because he put
Oh.
on the circlet and the heating one because I spited
Oh,
you.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One that gives
Mm.
me advantage on perception checks, but I also hear whispers on the wind, and sometimes that makes me go crazy.
Yeah.
And I have the gust cantrip, so I can flutter the pages about.
Yeah, I just don't know where my stuff of that is.
Oh, there you go.
I'll look for it later.
He put it in the
What you
chat.
rolled a 20 on your insight check.
It's also possible that I literally just spelled it wrong when I put it in, but it's self whatever.
Yeah. You close the book. You stare at it for a moment. You close your eyes then. And you reopen the book. You run your hands over it. You try to intuit it. And then you hear something. It's so quiet. It's such a soft noise, Rai. You raise this book to your ear. There is a whispering coming from it. I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh fuck.
And should you fail the DC of 15, you are going to be afflicted by madness.
You passed.
On a 23, you will succeed. And as you hear this voice, this call of pure information, of the world itself seeming to be reporting to something or someone in this library, we're going to cut it off here. Thank you all so much for joining me this week. And when we come back next week, we're all good for next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
We will go through this strange magical library. Any shout-outs you guys want to do before we head on out?
Hello, everyone. I'm Apollo_Nick on Twitch, spelled as you can see it on your screen, Nik. I do tabletop games. I'm currently in an off season, although my friend Shannon and I are reading the book Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is a fantastic fantasy novel set in a 18-level world dungeon on Earth. We just finished the part 1 of book 1, so we're halfway through reviewing book 1. We just recorded that last night. Wow, amazing set of chapters. They fought a burrow boss. It was insane.
Wow.
Great times. Check that out.
Okay.
Brian?
Brian.
Hello. You can find me. I'm Brian, also known as Scarlet Shadow. You can find me Scarlet Shadow, 2 W's on Twitch. You're going to see sometime probably next week, possibly after the game, because of Easter holiday and travel and family and stuff. You're going to see me start running Dragon Warrior 3 again, because I'm in a marathon at the beginning of next month. I'm going to run the single segment during the Dragon Quest RTA marathon. Then as soon as that's done, world record improvement tips for Grimstone. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Andy. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram or Kara at Andaruga Hutzimer. Spell it yourself, and you can find my art and pictures of my dog.
Aura? I've never heard of this.
I'm
Kara
Coffee
is,
Traveler. You can. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I will
Yeah.
also gatekeep lack of information about Kara as well, even though it's not my social network. Please
Incredible.
continue.
Incredible. Do it. I'm Coffee Traveler. You can find me when you can find me. I have a new job and things are happening in my life. So we'll see what streaming looks like in the future. But I have a great time on John's stream and Apollo Nick. You can find me on his stream as well too. But John, take us away.
Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you're happy wherever you are. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. And don't die! Don't die! Woo!
Woo!